Hello, hello, and hello. Thank you guys for being here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to a new day. Come on in, come on in, please and thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, 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 everyone. Come on in. For some reason, I got "It's a Beautiful Day" in my spirit because it's a beautiful day. Alright, so I was probably up a little bit later than I should have been last night. Um, but it was all for a good cause, so, you know. Anyway, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here, everyone. Hello, guys. Welcome to my platform. This is going to be a message for the collective. Collective, our messages are timeless. So when you see them is when you're meant to hear them. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Also, please don't forget to hit the post notification bell so you can get alerts when my videos are posted. If you're new to my platform, welcome. Please hit that subscription button. It would totally mean the world to me. So I want to say welcome, Rich Rising, Wealthiest Rising. Thank you guys for being here. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. The first thing we're going to do is the same thing that we always do, protect and cover ourselves. So we're going to start off with Surah Al-Fatiha. Please and thank you. And Surah Al-Fatiha. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you guys for being here. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Hello, everyone. Gaze, hi, welcome. Thank you for being here. Gaze, how are you doing today? How's your morning? Okay, Surah Al-Fatiha, in the name of Allah, the most compassionate, most merciful, all praises for Allah, Lord of all worlds, the most compassionate, most merciful, master of the day of judgment. You alone we worship and you alone we ask for help. Guide us along the straight path, the path of those you have blessed, not those you are displeased with or those who are astray. So that is Surah Al-Fatiha. The next thing that we're going to do is Psalms 91. Gaze, how's your morning? How's your day starting off? Everyone, welcome. Thank you for being here. We're now at Psalms 91. Psalms 91 is whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. Surely He will save you from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rapport. You will not fear the terror of the night, nor the arrow that flies by the day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. For He will command His angels concerning you. But it will not come near you. You will only observe with your eyes and see the punishment of the wicked. If you say the Lord is my refuge and make the Most High your dwelling, no harm will overtake you, no disaster will come near your tent. For He will command His angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. They will lift you up in their hands so that you will not strike your foot against the stone. You will tread on the lion and the cobra. You will trample the great lion and the serpent. Because He loves me, says the Lord, I will rescue him. I will protect him, for He acknowledges my name. He will call on me and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him with long life. I will satisfy him and show him my salvation. Amen. All right, so I don't know if y'all noticed, but what happened there was somehow I skipped some steps. And mind you, it just flowed as if my eyes just went from here to here, and then it went. But then I caught myself because it made me realize, like, that's not how that go. Anyway, maybe nobody would have paid attention to it, and it would have just continued on because, again, it flowed right into something that seemed like it matched, but don't know why I jumped from here down to here. It just seemed like it was all in the same sentence. But like I said, the fact of the matter is that I knew it wasn't right, so that's what made me look it back over. So anyway, y'all, we have a message here. And the message starts off like this. It's two versions of how it can be said. Either way, do with this information what you will. Gay says it's about 3:40 p.m. Been sleepy today. My entire body went into rest mode. Oh, okay, upgrades. Sometimes that's a good thing, depending upon, not unless you got something that you need to do, but take the rest. The rest is always good. It says you'll regret the chance you never took more than the one that you that didn't work out. Now the other way, because the way I got it in my brain, and this is the way I initially put it, and then it just flipped. So same shit, same conversation, but it's one of those things where it's like a person will get this version or they won't get this version, but they'll listen to the way it's being said here. So I posted both statements on a platform, right? Because it's one of those things where you'll look back and you'll see this and you'll think that was important. So for some reason, the song that I hear is Eminem. You only got one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow, because opportunities come once in a lifetime. You gotta choose yourself in the moment. The moment you own it, you gotta never let it go. And I don't know if those are the lyrics, but that's what I think it said. Anyway, I would rather try and have it fail rather than fail for not trying. And that's what I woke up with. And it's funny because I went to bed late, watching Streamer University something, the acceptances, right? Because I told you I applied for that, and regardless of whether or not it was a thing, I did it because I'm a streamer. I stream every morning, right? Stream with y'all. Stream on my own. But anyway, the thing is this. In a blink of a second, a person's life changed, right? Your life can change in a blink of a second. It doesn't matter what it is. I'm telling y'all about something, over here, on that aspect, but it could be anything. Something that you have in your mind that you wish to do, or something that is your biggest dream, or something that is you may think is not obtainable. Stepping out of your comfort zone, because this is what I remember even about doing that. So this could potentially be important to someone. I would have talked myself out of doing the very thing that it would have taken in order to put myself in front of anybody. I'm not that type of person. I can just say that, but I have to learn that sometimes those limitations will affect you in not taking a chance or not taking a shot. So depending upon what you're looking into, like a person may want a particular home or something, and then they'll be thinking, well, I'll never be able to get that because of person, place, or thing. Wherever you come from, it may not be something that may have been on the people that are surrounding you list. Mind you, you may have bigger dreams than a lot of people around you, right? And so yesterday it was funny because we were talking about, and this could be, wherever you are. Yesterday we had a conversation about reordering, right? Reordering, because I noticed a pattern that was happening. And so it was do something different to get out of the cycle. And whether or not the different was increasing or doing something better in that cycle, or changing the whole entire cycle. Because something happening in the simulation, in the universe right now, that is creating endings and beginnings. So new beginnings on the horizon. Anyway, long story short, got a message for y'all. This is the message. So this message is for anyone who has been standing at the edge of a decision, waiting for that perfect moment. You've been overthinking, replaying every possible outcome, and convincing yourself that maybe you'll be more ready tomorrow. But tomorrow keeps turning into next week, next month, or next year. Here's the truth. You learn more by trying than you ever will by waiting. Just do the thing. What are you afraid of? Most people are afraid of whatever somebody else is going to say. They're looking, they're watching. It's embarrassing. It's this, it's that. And sometimes I've seen people just do some things and I'm like, why the fuck would they do that? but that was in their spirit, that was in their system, that was in their whatever. And some people are more fearless than others. And people will be mad at you for taking that shot or taking that step or questioning what you will or what you're doing. Mind you, not their business. And whether or not you allow somebody to talk you out of something, it's going to be your biggest mistake. Let me see. Why did that happen? Because I think something's wrong. Are y'all fine? Can y'all hear me? Because it looked like something happened with the internet. Can y'all hear me perfectly fine? Alright, anybody and everybody that's there, let me know. Can you hear me? Yeah, because that's saying offline. And I don't know why that happened. Alright, if you can hear me, let me know. Please and thank you. Something just happened with the system because literally alright, can y'all hear me? Nobody's responding. And that just dropped. So it's people here. I can see the numbers there. So if you can hear me, tell me if you can hear me. Because that shut off. And so that means that something happened with the Wi-Fi, like it dropped or something. Okay. Poet, thank you. She said yes. Okay. So sorry y'all, cause something happened over there. That whole system dropped out. And then it looked like y'all disappeared. So we'll go back because I don't know what the hell that was, but you know, we done had a slight glitch in the system again. That was fucking strange. But anyway. Alright, so anyway, the lesson isn't about guaranteeing your success. Or this is the thing. Sometimes what we think is success is not what somebody else thinks is success, and it doesn't matter about what they think because it's about what you think, what you're doing, and what is your journey, your pathway, right? And thank you for that, okay? Poetic Lisha. All right, period. Excuse me. Thank you. My name is Tylishia, and my cousin's name is Lisha. So that's cute. I like that. But thank you. So the lesson isn't about guaranteeing success. It's about refusing to let fear make your decision for you. Every opportunity you didn't take because you're afraid of failing is also a loss, okay? For you. So do the thing. Even if you feel, you know, a little shaky and a little scary, stepping out of your comfort zone. Because when I did that, I stepped out of my comfort zone. But it was almost like I just had to just do it. Because just do it. You'll never know. Like, that could just be the experience that you needed or the lesson that you needed at that moment in time. So at least when you try, you give yourself the possibility of growth, wisdom, and unexpected opportunities, and even success. What do you deem as success? What are you wanting? Because again, we talked about reordering. It's basically like your manifestations, but you know, your life. What are you expecting life to bring you? What do you want out of life? So failure is rarely the end. And as we say here at Earth School, the only thing that you shouldn't do is die, because anything else you can redo. You can reorder. You can readjust. You can change something. You can do... Good morning, Gary. Welcome. Thank you for being here. So failure is rarely the end. More often, it's feedback. It teaches you what works, what doesn't work, and how to move different the next time around. So regret, on the other hand, has no lesson attached to it. Like not doing the thing. So I gave you the message in two different ways. One was, I would rather try and have it fail rather than fail for not trying. I want to do the thing. The other way, you know, which is where I put the title at, seemed like more a little bit politically correct, and that could be the thing. Things being politically correct because this is what you have to do. This is the way it has to be because, you know, of society, or because you're a man, or because you're a woman, or because you're too old, or because you're too young, or because of whatever the conditioning is. So, on the flip side, the politically correct version came. You'll regret the chance that you never took more than the one that didn't work out. So last night, let me grab me some tissue. Last night, one of the things that I made note in yesterday, so yesterday, out of nowhere, a young man appeared, right? Don't know the person, not really, you know, probably the lesson about the person other than boundaries, right? So the person showed up yesterday out of nowhere and they started talking in the chat. No big deal. And then the person said, I'll DM you, right? No big deal. You know, people email me, people DM me all the time, right? So then the message comes through, the person comes in last night and they say, did you see my DM? Well, where the hell did you DM me at? The person DM'd me on Instagram. And so, person, if you listen, you know, this is for you too. So you don't know me, you don't know my boundaries, you don't know, you know, da 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 da. Anyway, so long story short, throughout the day, even when the person was talking, the feeling that I was getting wasn't really like one that, you know, I'm not letting you cross my boundaries. You know what I'm saying? You talking, we having a conversation, and I can talk to anybody that shows up, have a conversation with them. But something about it just, I don't know, it threw my antennas up, right? And so later on in the day, somebody happened to mention something about this specific person, and I said, yeah, I don't trust it, right? So trusting my intuition, because, you know, that's what we all here for, trust your gut feeling. Don't know the person, don't care about the person, nothing, because don't know the person, right? So I don't have to care about it. So the person is like, well, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to DM you. This is one of my boundaries, and whether or not people know it or not, so if you come to support my channel, thank you, and I appreciate you. That don't obligate me having a conversation with you for you supporting my channel. Okay, because this is one of the other things I do, like spiritual teaching and things of that nature. So if you want to talk to me, you can book an appointment. I'm not just going to be talking to you or thinking or wanting people to think that you're going to have access to me because you just showed up. One, I don't know you. Two, my spiritual journey has been a whole lot of lessons in, you know, people magically showing up during the time when we already know there's a transition. We already know there's a distraction wanting to pop in and up and this, that, and the third, right? Anyway, long story short, so I'm over here doing the streaming thing, and we're talking about Kai, and the person is asking questions. Instantly threw me more flags, right? Because when they said, did you pay attention to my DM? I go look at the DM, I read it. You know what my spirit told me? Not to respond. And not that the person said anything stranger out the way. The person said, I'm respectfully, da 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 da. But just because you want to talk to me don't mean I got to talk to you. Mind you, my spirit saying, don't talk to that person. It don't even warrant a response. Mind you, the next thing I go look at the person's page is three pictures there. Everything about it, red flag, but mind you, trying to cross my boundaries. Sometimes people have to realize just because somebody shows up, you don't have to allow them access to you. You're not authorized. And to me, even earlier in the day when somebody asked me about, the situation, because somebody else picked up what I was picking up, right? And I said, it just seems like a person trying to gain entry. They're trying to figure out their access point. And we have to be mindful that because I'm a person that sits online all day, I tell y'all about a lot of business and things of that nature. You don't know what a person is surveilling from you, observing from you, what angle, they trying to go at, right? So it could have went one of, multiple different ways, because however the person's angle is, but instantly, it could have went the person basically doing whatever it was they said they wanted to do, and them, treading lightly. But this person and most people that try to gain entryway to me, they just go like, this. My spirit don't like that. My spirit instantly picks up on you're trying to input your system into my system. You want to do this, but you're not authorized. What are you DMing me for? Even when the person said that, I'm going to DM you, instantly my antennas went up, because what are you DMing me for? What do you want? Who sent you? Now, whether it be, and I ain't saying nothing to the person other than the fact that, I'm listening, I'm paying attention, I'm seeing, and like I said, so everything kind of has to have some type of discernment in it, because on the person, the flip side of that, if it was a genuine person, that might have been their thing. You'll regret the chance that you never took, more than the one that didn't work out. On the flip side of that, us also, being a part of the simulation, what type of boundaries, what type of borders are you going to put up? Because again, these messages apply to everybody across the board. What boundaries, what borders do you have that are going to, keep you secure and safe, but also allow you to, reorder? Because as I'm reordering, other people could potentially be reordering too. And just because somebody thinks that, because I done had like 4 or 5 different people come to my channel, and multiple people have told me, Spirit told me that you were this, that, and the third. I ain't it. And I don't know what Spirit is telling y'all that, but it could just be the thing. And let me tell y'all, because vice versa, and like I said, I'm not saying nothing about nobody, just an observance, so that way y'all, it may be happening to you. It always reminds me, going back to ancient Egypt, right? And they talk about, I forgot what they're called, but I want to call them a totem. It's like little dolls and things that they were buried with, right? And so it was to help them into the next life. So some people don't even realize some of their servants died when they died, because, they thought that they take their servants with them to make sure that they're going to be there, when they cross over and some stuff, right? So we don't even know what's happening in the afterlife. All we know is the stories that, we be being given, right? What I picked up from that, though, is that sometimes we have past lives with people, and this is where, like, you'll have a very uncanny, familiar, recognition or recognition for a person, and it's like, I know you, right? Them or you. I ain't judging and I ain't saying nothing, but this is what I'm gonna say. Don't let nobody bring you back down to levels that you have leveled up from, or leveled, up from. And also, don't sleep with the help. A lot of us sometimes fall in love with the help. So just imagine you, being buried with your totem, right? Your servant, man or woman, take it how it resonates. And then all of a sudden, because I am of service, like, so it could be talking about me, right? I am of service. I'm here. I'm giving the lessons. I'm picking up the messages. I'm telling y'all what I see, what's happening through Earth School. Whatever happens to me, I'm giving it to y'all, right? And instantly somebody will see me and they'll think, oh, I love her because, she give good advice, or, it's this, that, or the third. And then all of a sudden you in love with, whatever it is that you think that I could potentially offer, whether it be the spiritual connection, whether it be whatever the fuck it is that you think, right? Don't sleep with the help. And vice versa. For me, the majority of times when people run across my pathway, especially like, the opposite sex men, right? Because, they love them. I think they think I love them, but I love them all. K. Michelle vibes, right? And it could be, the female version and this, that, and third, because I done a, couple of things in life, right? For me, I have learned in the process that some people show up, they're supposed to be guardians. Because again, depending upon who you were or what you were in your past life, it could just be a thing, because I believe in reincarnation, right? Somebody that you're meant to help along in life ain't somebody that you're supposed to lay down with. And sometimes we just have to be mindful of that. Just because you have a strong, uncanny connection with somebody, or just because you cross paths with somebody and you instantly, feel that connection, don't mean that, it's supposed to be a love affair happening. And could potentially mean that help them. Help them along their journey, help them along their pathway, help them figure something out, and then, bitch, be gone. And I'm very mindful and very careful about people who try to intercept or, impede upon my energy. I don't like it. So do with that information what y'all will. And just because people talk to you don't mean you have to talk to them. So know that. Anyway, many people stay in situations not because they're right, but because they're predictable. And people like predictability. And what people also fail to realize is that along my journey and the things that I'm doing, another reason why I can honestly, say what I'm saying and do what I'm doing the way that I'm doing it is because I didn't give a fuck about the old people that, are supposed to, or think that they're supposed to go along with your journey. You know how people will hold on to, oh, this is my friend from 1962. Mind you, the friend from 1962 be fucking them. So yesterday I ran across this little video, right, and it was these girls, and the girl came on camera. Instantly she pissed me the fuck off. She's saying, oh, y'all, I'm drunk, and my friend is drunk, and her nigga is drunk, and the nigga is then fell asleep over here on the bed, and he's drunk, and his phone is away from him, and she has access to the phone. And so the girlfriend goes and gets the phone, and the girlfriend is over here like, oh, y'all, I'm scared. Now mind you, don't go looking for nothing that you ain't wanting to find. The girl wouldn't have never went through his phone without the bitch egging her the fuck on. Mind you, in the comments, because it's on the bitch page, I said, that ain't your fucking friend. And I'm sure I was waiting for it to come back, and I'm sure it's going to be a comeback. I said, that's not her friend. And then somebody else said something else, and I said, sooner or later, she's going to find out that that's been her biggest hater the whole entire time. Because we may think that we have camaraderie with a person, and this person over here egging us on to do some shit that don't make no fucking sense. Because why are you going to go through that man's phone because he's drunk? Now, if she wanted to go through the phone all on her own, bitch, I'm here for you, ride or die. I'm going to console you, because when you go looking for shit, you definitely going to fucking find it. So, but me as a friend, I'm not going to push you to go looking to get hurt. I'm not going to push you to go looking to get hurt. So somebody in the comments saying they feel bad for her, this, that, and the third. Yeah, but she don't realize her biggest op is right there. And quite frankly, I would watch her to fuck around my man. Because why are you so hell-bent on trying to get me to go through some shit or do something against my nigga? It was weird to me, right? Anyway, so mind you, I'm noticing as their interactions, the girlfriend is more invested than the friend is more invested than the girlfriend. So, she's like, oh no, let's go get to the good shit, this, that, and the third. Question yourself as to why somebody would push you into being hurt. Because somebody else would say, oh, well, that's her friend, that's her ride or die, because she was, there to help her. She was trying to show her, and she should find out about that nigga, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, this, that, and the third. Shut the fuck up. shut mouth. Because one, even in the fact of her first thinking about it, she didn't need nobody else to assist her in going through her nigga phone. She could have did that at any given time, because I'm sure that wasn't the very first time that that nigga been drunk. I'm very sure that that's not the very first time that she's ever had access to his phone, but she thought better every time. Yo, we be knowing when people be doing shit. We have a gut feeling. But I watched her friend push her into, let's go through his phone. No, let's look here. Let's do this. Let's da 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 da. And then it resulted in the same. Like, I didn't even finish watching the video because I already know where this is going. Sooner or later, and I know where the whole other part is going to go too. Sometimes people be jealous of your life. Sometimes people be jealous of your light. Sometimes people be jealous of your purpose. Mind you, we can't even blame the people, because you know what an op is there to do? They're on assignment. The same way you're on assignment, they're also on assignment. Now, should we have some discernment? Because most of us, the op was put in our life before we was even able to know or even say the word op. We just be thinking, oh, that's our friend, that's our cousin, that's our family, and they want the best for us. We never pay attention to when the person is egging us into some bullshit. You should have sex with that nigga. You should do this. Mind you, it's against your assignment. It's against your purpose. Think about the people who egged you into some shit, and we have all done it. I'm sure we have all been an op to somebody. We should do this. Oh, it just seems like fun. Meanwhile, it ends up fucking up somebody's life. That was the assignment. Now, should they fall for it? Because their assignment is to know better. And vice versa. Either way, should be happening. Familiar patterns can feel comfortable even when they're holding you back, because it's our family, it's our friends, it's our loved ones, it's our job. This is my job. This is my duty. We see that with a lot of military people right now. They know some shit is fucked up, but they're saying, I gotta follow orders. Police, I gotta follow orders. Well, you also are a human being, and you also have the duty to do the right thing. Make the right decision. But, you know, the op is the op. Familiar patterns can feel comfortable even when they're holding you back. Growth often begins when you stop asking, what am I used to? And start asking, what is actually helping me become the person that I want to be? Stepping outside of your comfort zone. So somebody that grew up, you know, when they say we're a product of our environment, that environment could be a lesser environment or a higher environment, because some people are racist because of their environment. Mind you, they could have everything. And then all of a sudden they start to meet people that have nothing, and, you know, the people start helping them even in the midst of, and then they be like, these niggas ain't that bad. But then, on the flip side of that, conditioning, when you have the same type of friends in the same environment, and, you know, it could be less than, nobody's going to push you up. Because nobody wants you to get ahead faster than them. Nobody wants you to get further ahead of them. And then when you do, they'll say, oh, this person changed. We grew up in, you know, the this, that, and the third, in the slums of da-da-da-da-da. What, you didn't think that I was supposed to grow up and elevate? Or become better than? Maybe you weren't. Especially in their eyes. But what if you always knew? So I would rather try and have it fail rather than fail and not try. Because what if you don't try? What if you don't do the thing? I know you were never taught that, but what if you don't do that? It's in your spirit. It's meant for you to do. You have all the keys. You already know. Then on the flip side of that, what if you regret the chance that you never took? more than the one that didn't work out. You don't know if it's going to work out if you don't try. You don't know if you're going to work out if it's going to work out if you don't do it. If you don't step out of your comfort zone. And it may make sense to some, or it may not make any sense to fuck at all. But why would you not try? Why would you not do the very thing that's being put into your spirit? Why would you not follow your intuition? Why would you not follow your heart? Why would you not follow the thing that's being given to you? You could be the very person that changes the world. And somebody in the world is saying, nobody's listening to your voice. You're a little small blip on the scene, on the screen. You're very small. Your voice don't matter. But what if your voice is the one that they've been waiting for? What if your actions are the one that the world that has been waiting for this whole entire time? The same opportunities, the same emotions. Life often presents similar lessons until we're ready to respond differently. So if this message finds you today, take the moment to notice what has been repeated in your life. What has been repeating in your life? This is also the season of taking responsibility for what you can control. You can't control other people's choices, timings, or opinions. You can control your actions, your boundaries, and how you respond. You'll regret the chance that you never took more than the one that didn't work out. Mind you, I done jumped all over the place, right? And that could be the thing. It could be from here to there. And I've noticed that even since I've been sitting here, it's a lot of movement happening. It's a lot of all over the place. So something in the system is happening because I'm watching it. I'm watching the numbers, the people actively change. Everything seems to be here, there, and everywhere. It's like the system is scattering, or that's just the way it feels, very scattered. But mind you, we're also very focused. So this message is for anyone who has been standing at the edge of a decision, waiting for the perfect moment. You've been overthinking, replaying every possible outcome, and convincing yourself that maybe you'll be more ready tomorrow. But tomorrow keeps turning into next week, next month, or next year. How many of you have done that? You don't have to know every step before you begin. The path often becomes clear because you're moving, not because you figured everything out in advance. Some of you have been waiting for the sign. This is it. Start the business, apply for the job, post the video, apply for the home, apply for the apartment, apply for the car, have the conversation, learn the skill, do the thing, take the first step. This is your sign. This is your moment. Do the thing. The most powerful version of you isn't the one who never fails. Those are lessons. Those are things that you learn from. It's the one who refuses to let fear decide their future. You didn't do something because you were afraid. You didn't move to that state because you were afraid. Mind you, the state could be a state of mind. You didn't elevate. You didn't change. So there's a beef happening right now, right? And, you know, India Irie didn't even say anything. What she did was comment on somebody else's comment that said the very thing that they're trying to say that she said. She didn't say it. Somebody else said it. All she did was make a comment, right? So now there's this beef brewing between it, you know, the people that are young Miamians and the people who are India Irians, right? And they're saying that, mind you, India Irie wrote this, and this. Mind you, that's an icon. That is a person that, you know, is tried and true. Not saying that Young Miami ain't, and I have nothing against Young Miami. But the thing that I have learned and the thing that I'm finding out is this. Even with Young Miami, she not going to learn the lesson until her lyrics cost her someone that she loves. With all the people that's on her side, they're not going to learn the lesson until those lyrics cost them somebody that they love. And then all of a sudden they'll get it. They'll understand why the culture should not follow that pattern. We've been doing it for a very long time. And so when you understand, or when you understand the whole, collective of, it's a product of the environment. Because to some people, this shit is fun. Spin that. But guess what? When somebody that done spent that, or when somebody that, scamming ass niggas is laying in the middle of the street, deceased, and then they put them on a t-shirt, all of a sudden, people's lives start to change. People start to question their morals and values. But why does it have to take for the blood of somebody to be spilled for y'all to get it? So there's a story also brewing about this little young boy, right? Black guy. And he was hanging out with the whites, the less melanated, right? And so all the people, are taken aside. Somebody's going to be mad at this, but they're not wrong.
Listen, we're not marching or protesting for our people who go off and are the only black person, and they go off with a bunch of white people and they come up missing. We're not protesting for y'all no more. We don't, listen, your mammies know, your pappies know, whoever your guardian, they know better. But since they want to live in this illusion and send your ass out there and sheep amongst the wolves, we ain't finna waste our energy, because we done told you, we done told you, listen, we done told you, y'all done seen it, we keep showing it, we keep talking about it, we keep saying don't trust these people, we keep telling y'all, and for some reason, in the back of your head, oh honey, just those are stupid people, just go on, have fun, see you when you get home, dear, and you don't get home, and you gonna look at us to protest, bitch, no, bye bitch, bye. Listen.
And she not wrong, right? Because this is the thing. People could potentially change this, that, and the third, but, they just celebrated 250 years of people being the same. This lady ain't wrong. It's going to hit in all the, harshest ass ways, because a nigga died. Somebody's child that's 18 years old died. You know what they was surrounded by? A lot of the less melanated.
Yeah, we done with that. R.I.P. Nolan Wills or whatever, but now it's time we start blaming the parents.
Now it's time we start blaming the parents, right? Because everybody, collectively, we should be able to, collectively come together with the people that we made, right? It's going to be split. It's going to be split again. Because this is the thing. I watched a video yesterday where a black dude was sitting next to an old ass white lady, and he said, asked the old grandmom, he said, what did you think when I came into your family? And the old white lady said, do you want me to tell the truth? And she said, because you probably ain't gonna like it, and you cuss me out, once it's done and over with, da-da-da-da-da, right? And mind you, for all intents and purposes, it was a beautiful video, but it wasn't. So she said, I didn't like it, because you ain't the first color that they done brought home. And she said, but after a while, you grew on me, because nobody other than her grandfather has taken care of us as well as you do. You do so much for me and my son and this, that, and the third, and for my granddaughter. And that's beautiful, right? It is. But all it made me think was slavery. You didn't like me until I started doing shit for you, and until I started taking care of you. I'm not even a racist ass person, right? But I know better. I know better. When a person shows you who they are, believe them. There's something that's lacking in the DNA. And whether or not a person can be a good person or not.
Yeah, we done with that. R.I.P. Nolan Wills or whatever, but now it's time we start blaming the parents. Yeah. Why you letting your kids hang with them? Yeah, it's your fault. Yeah, they did your boy like the Titanic. They did him like the Titanic, and it's your fault. Ain't nobody feeling bad about this one because y'all need to learn your lesson. As long as y'all keep thinking it's a possibility to send your kids over there.
Hey, Mike, love you. Thank you for being here.
Then yeah, you're gonna keep losing your kids. And
you're gonna keep losing your kids. You're gonna keep, this is gonna keep happening. This is gonna keep happening. But nobody gets it. The people that do get it, because I'm on the side with the people with them. I'm sorry. Like, once you've been told 9,000 times, there's something wrong with the thinking process, because they will befriend you to kill you. Mind you, shit, half of us can't even trust the people that we be around that's the same color as us. And we don't want to live in a world of fear or anything else, but, I mean, we already have enough, it was enough damage that was done that has not been corrected yet. And until it gets corrected, like, people can be mad if all they want, but the conversation's still going to need to be had, because this ain't going to be corrected in, now this is the generation. It's not, because this is the second story. This is the second story in a week that I've seen that somebody sent their young teenage such and such, they'll go hang out with the Caucasus Mountains, and then their child is fighting for their life. Mind you, another group of white people down on one other section heard them push this boy in a river, and then calling him all types of monkeys and swim and this, that, and the third, and da-da-da-da-da. But the parents actively sent their child with these people. Now, in the midst of change, in the midst of all of us changing, the mindset changes everything. It shifts you from living in fear of the unknown to living with courage despite it. Mind you, this could be, whatever message that you want to make it be, but even in, common sense, I'm never giving you my precious. I'm never going to just hand you out something that, because I just want to trust the world is a big, beautiful place. And it is. It is. But we got to still have some common sense. So, we have the message, don't regret the thing that I would rather do the thing than not do the thing and it fail. But this is also the thing. Discernment is key, because there's a lot of, deviant shit out in the world and, on the planet and this, that, and third. And then people want us to do something. Y'all want us to be mad. Uncle Jukebox, hi. Hope you had a good rest. I did, actually. I had a good night. I watched the streaming thing first, and then I ended up shutting it down, going to get myself ready for bed, and then I did my sleep stream. Woke up this morning, shut that down, and so, streaming more. So, message being, y'all, I would rather try and have it fail rather than fail for not trying. I want to change people's mindsets and things of that nature, right? But I'm not going to hand you the keys to the kingdom in the process of that either. We're going to have to make sure that, we take some steps around here, right? Anyway, I would rather try and have it fail than spend the rest of my life wondering what could have happened if I just had been brave enough to begin, to have the conversation. Why you laugh, Uncle Jukebox? Why you laugh? So today, make a promise to yourself. The most powerful version of you isn't the one who never fails. It's the one who refuses to let fear decide their future. So the mindset changes everything. It shifts you from living in fear of the unknown to living with courage despite it. Sometimes, right, and our biggest allies may be somebody that's not the same color as us. It may be the Caucasus Mountains, right? Maybe the biggest ally, right? And it may be a whole group of people that don't think this way and this, that, and the third. And it may be, the world is changing. I seen a pastor yesterday, tell the Christians that they weren't being godly. So things can change. But even in the midst of that, there's still, the other side of that, right? Mike, I don't know if you've been paying attention to the chat, like our chat, but it was some shit happening yesterday. Affirmations. Anybody that is on Instagram and everything, we have a group chat that is there. It is the collective. So if you're on Instagram and you want to be a part of the collective, then just find me and or find anybody that's in the chat. Friend request them, because anybody can put you in the collective. We share information and things in there, and we have conversations. Yeah, please do. Please do, because I need your opinion on something. I mean, I wasn't wrong from the beginning, but I need the man's perspective. So anyway, I choose courage over comfort, because we have to have the conversations, even though somebody could be mad at them. Mind you, I don't like Black History shit. Just so y'all know, it makes me upset. Because in my mind, I feel like, I would rather fight you and die than let you fucking do anything to me. But, we need to have the conversation. Because it needs to have the conversation. I trust myself to handle whatever comes next. And on the other side of that, in order for us to change, we have to know who did what, when, how, and where. And this ain't even a conversation about that. It was just something that I wanted to bring up, because again, sometimes people will cross your boundary. Sometimes people will try to blame you for da 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 da. But mind you, conditioning, it's embedded. Don't let conditioning hold you back out of fear either, though. So a lot of stuff happening all at once. It's just like me telling a person, the whole world is not after you to kill you, but meanwhile, the whole world is after you to kill you. So we have to have some discernment, because we don't want to walk around in fear, but shit, they out here looking to kill, steal, and destroy. It's a thing. It's in the system. Every attempt helps me grow. I release the fear of failure. It's like the thing, as above, so below. As within, so without. It's the strangest thing that in order to learn to navigate this world, you have to know the both sides of the coin. Like, it's the same shit, but different shit, but the same shit. As above, so below. The tree grows above the same way as it grows below. This world is yours, yet nothing is yours. These people are against us, but technically they be obsessed. Do with that information what you will. So I'm not saying nothing other than, everything's yours, yet nothing is yours. Once you learn the lesson and once you learn the key, it's the strangest thing, because, like, how you out here trying to teach me that? Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean everyone is not out to get you. Period. As above, so below. Everything is yours, yet nothing is yours. I know, y'all. I know. Like, we still got to navigate. We still got to, understand and comprehend that that's the world that we live in. This is what it is. I refuse to let regret write my story. I am capable of more than I realize. I honor my dreams by taking action today, and the life that I want begins with one brave step. So remember this, please and thank you. You can recover from a failed attempt, but it's much harder to recover from a lifetime of never trying. I gotta post that. Your future is built by chances that you're willing to take today. Mind you, the thing is, I done told y'all the same thing 3 different ways. You can recover from a failed attempt, but it's much harder to recover from a lifetime of never trying. I would rather try and have it fail than spend the rest of my life wondering what could have happened if I just had been brave enough to begin to do the thing. And then whatever the damn title is, because there's that. I'd rather try and have it fail than to fail for not trying. We have to step out of our comfort zone. And Clay, hi, welcome. Thank you for being here. So, let this become your new mindset. Too many dreams have been buried, not because people weren't talented enough to do it, but because they never gave themselves the permission to begin. They talked themselves out of it. fear of failure. But what is even failure? And who are you failing if you don't do the thing? You would technically only be failing yourself. But anyway, mindset. Fear has a way of convincing us that staying where we are is safer than taking the chance. But the greatest risk isn't failing. It's never finding out what was possible. What could I do if I wasn't scared? What could I do if I wasn't conditioned to think small? What could I do if I didn't have people around me saying they're my friends and my family and talking me into hurting myself? Why would I go look through a man's phone? Something as simple as this. Why would I go look through a man's phone knowing that I'm going to find something? Why would my friend push me into being hurt? Why would I not go and start a business? Why would people around me say I wouldn't start that business? I would just go to work. You should just go get on somebody's job. You can start making money today because they're going to have to pay you. If you start your own, you don't know if it's going to work. You shouldn't leave this state because you have, family and this, that, and the third and protection. But mind you, your spirit is saying you have to leave here. Go to this place. Go to this place and I got you. And everybody around you is saying you don't have no family in that location. You don't know nobody there. It's dangerous there. It's nothing but a bunch of people that are scammers and liars and da-da-da-da-da. If you move there, you're going to be by yourself. You're going to be all alone. But God is telling you, take the risk, take the chance. Your spirit is saying it's going to be so much different here if you do this. I wouldn't go back to school because you're too old to go back to school. You're too old to get a degree. You're too old to start whatever it is. You're not old enough to go do that. You should still stay here with, because you're too young to be off doing that. They always have an excuse. There's always an excuse. Mind you, your spirit is telling you, have some discernment and do the thing that God is telling you to do. Step out on faith. This is what I'm telling you to do. Meanwhile, they're telling you to do something else, but your gut is telling you, is screaming for you to do this. You'll regret the chance that you never took more than the... You'll regret the chance. You'll regret the chance that you never took more than the one that didn't work out. You'll regret the chance that you never took more than the one that didn't work out. Are you afraid of somebody saying, I told you so? Bitch. But I learned this. And mind you, what is it not working out? Because if you learned something in the process, then it worked out. I remember Pastor Miles Monroe saying he found a place where some of the best innovative ideas, inventions, and thoughts were gathered, then showed a graveyard. Man. Man. Do with that information what you will. That is something. I'd rather take a chance, put in the effort, and know that I gave everything I had. If it doesn't work, I'll learn. I'll grow. I'll try again. And that's not failure, that's experience. I just told y'all that. But then, I had already wrote it, but I had already told y'all that. I'd rather take the chance, put in the effort, and know that I gave everything that I had. If it doesn't work, I'll learn, I'll grow, I'll try again. That's not failure. What are you afraid of? Somebody saying, I told you so? Like, fuck them. You still learned. You still know how to do something different. You still took the chance. You know more than what they know because you did it. And why are they even a factor? That's the other part. The conditioning. So the real failure is allowing fear, doubt, or somebody's opinions keep you from pursuing the life that you were meant to create. Why would you let somebody's opinions stop you, deter you from doing the thing that your gut is telling you to do, that your purpose is telling you to do. So I had a conversation, Mike, let me fill you in on this, ahead of time. So yesterday there was a person, and they're probably still around here, and I ain't got nothing bad to say about the person, like I said, but this was just another learning, lesson. Person came in, and the person was just talking, having a good time. Everybody was in the chat having a good time. Person says, I'll DM you. I want to donate to your channel, and I'll DM you. Instantly, what you DMing me for, right? You know what I'm saying? Because people can DM, people can email, but, whatever. Flag, right? DMing me. I do spiritual counseling, so there's nothing wrong with a person DMing me, but what the fuck you want, right? Are you DMing me because you want this, or like, what are you DMing me for? Anyway, long story short, later on last night I was online and listening to Kai doing Streamer University, so streaming. Person comes in again, says, did you see my DM? I'm like, where did you DM me at? Because, I ain't got no damn DMs. Mind you, they had DM me on Instagram, so if you're on Instagram, y'all, just so y'all know, y'all can go DM me and go to the collective, because that's where I put the person at, in the collective, right? With everybody else, when people DM me, that's where you're going. Anyway, long story short, so I seen the person said that they wanted, just to connect with me, da-da-da-da-da. And anyway, long story short, they asked me a question. My spirit didn't said don't respond. It wasn't no response. Mind you, I said to the person right while they're here, because if you've been on my channel, you already know I'm not a good texter. My kids, I'll call them right now and they'll tell you she ain't a good texter. And I love them, right? So, but they'll be like, Mom, did you see my text? Da, da, da. I don't like texting. Texts can be led or misconstrued as to something else. I'm not a big texter. Mind you, I'm 50 years old. So just in case anybody knows, there was no texting and things of that nature happening. So I'm not a big texter. I'm not a big, like, nigga, FaceTime me. Like, or let me FaceTime you. I need to know that a person is a real person. I don't really want to have no internet side conversations with nobody, this, that, and the third, because I ain't got time. I ain't with it, right? That's my nature. So I said to the person, even right, here online, I said, I'm not a good texter or emailer or, any of that good shit. I'll be trying to respond when it's time for me to respond, but if charge it to my head, not my heart. So I said that. But mind you, long story short, my spirit had already said, like, there's no need to respond, right? Because it ain't nothing to respond to. And also, what my spirit also said to me was this. Just because a person comes over here talking, don't mean that I have to give you access to me. I don't have to give you access. Mind you, I'm very cautious on the people that I start to even communicate with and anything else. Why? Because I be absorbing, energy, and then it be a thing where I start doing shit and not realizing it be the people that, be around. And then later on, I find out that, oh, this person has this, that, and the third, and then that's the reason why I was doing, this type of thing. Like, I know my energy. I know what I do. I don't need nobody else to, what's the debunk it or anything else. I know my system, so I stays the fuck away. Mind you, I be picking up people that just be coming the fuck in here, and then all of a sudden I be saying shit, and then somebody somewhere says, oh well, it was me, da 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 da. I try to just, until I can figure out how to cut it the fuck off, I'll be over here with it, right? So anyway, long story short, to me, it gave somebody felt comfortable enough, or somebody felt confident enough to think that just because you came across my channel, or just because you came and you saw, whatever, and you tried to, just because if you want to donate towards my channel, I don't have to give you access to donate towards my channel. If you want to, pay for a consultation, or you want to pay for, that, then that means that that's a service, and then you get access based off the service. But other than that, I ain't out here looking for love in all the wrong places on the internet for anybody to just think that, okay, I came over here, I'm talking, and now I get to slide into her DMs. I'm not that accessible. So please don't even fucking think it. I ain't lonely, and I ain't looking for nothing that, When you go looking for shit, you find all the wrong things. Mind you, anybody that's actively listening and paying attention should realize that right now, I just said, we're in a cycle. The we're meaning me. So if you resonate with it, then this the conversation that I'm having, because this is what is happening. And I said they want to send in distractions, whether or not it be energetically, whether or not it be the universe, whether or not it be your CIA handler. Cause how the fuck is we gonna get somebody next to her? This bitch won't let nobody talk. And ain't and not. And so instantly that's what it gave me. Like, this nigga came in here, and again, if you listening, you know, I don't mean no harm, but all harm intended. You can come in here and conversate, and I don't want to, you know, rub nobody the wrong way, but shit, the rubbing done already started. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't me that did it. And I'll still have a conversation. I'm still a nice person, and I'll still be saying what the fuck I'm saying, even when you in here chatting. So please know that about me too. And no harm, no foul, until it's harm and foul. You see what I'm saying? So not even saying nothing about a person, not even judging a person, just basically stating that this happened, and instantly a person thought that they could, you know, gallop past my boundaries or past my gut or past my intuition by saying, oh, I want to do this. Sliding into my DMs even has a greasy sound to it. It's like Grand Rising Queen. Period. Take it how it resonates. And again, could be all, for all intents purposes, a nice gentleman. Don't give a fuck, okay? God ain't told me nothing about it. Other than the fact, later on that day, somebody asked me a question. Mike, you'll see the question, okay? This is what I'm telling you. So somebody asked me a question. And it was funny because on the channel, it'd be a thing. Mike, and you know how this goes, so you already know who it was. They be picking up what I be putting the fuck down. So they said, how you feel about da-da-da-da-da? I said, I don't like it. I'm suspicious. I'm suspicious. Mind you, I was going to tell you about it, but I forgot. And it's funny that you in here saying it now because I fucking forgot. But Spirit said, don't forget this. Bring it back to the forefront. So she brought it up. And I laughed because, what the fuck? Either way, long story short, please, everybody, know that, you know, and anybody can say, well, how somebody, to me, it always feels like somebody's trying to figure out their angle, right? The first angle is, like, I don't really want to have no conversation. Like, I don't want to talk to you. I don't. Like, if it's business, then it's business. If it's personal, state your motherfucking business. What the fuck do you want? What you want? And, you know, most people don't know what to deal with that or what to do with that because that may be too, you know, right up front. What it's going to cost you, what it's going to this, what it's going to, like, what the fuck do you want? What do you want? Like, let's not drag this shit the fuck out. I don't like the pleasantries. It ain't coming off pleasant. It's coming off you trying to violate my boundaries. And I don't like that. So what the fuck do you want? Who sent you? Tenacious Rising, y'all. And then she enters. I love you, but just the grace. I was telling Mike about yesterday. He said he gotta catch up. But anyway, long story short, like I said, no harm, no foul. Because, you know, how else are you going to be able to, you know, have communication and this, that, and the third? But I wish whoever that is, and mind y'all, just so y'all know, anybody that's new, I do have a stalker. So they try to figure out different ways and different angles to try to get me to have conversation with them. I'm never going to have fucking conversation with them bitches. And my spirit is always going to pick them the fuck up. Until they push, they going to have to get another nigga to troll me or anything else. Because, bitch, you're going to have to FaceTime me. I'm going to need to lay eyes on your bitch ass. Like, literally. And I don't mean that like that, but that's how it is. So, just so y'all know, I'm cautious because it's been a long time running. A nigga been trying to fucking, it's been over 5 years that I've had a fucking stalker. And so person been trying to figure out how to get near. It's just like even when I said to y'all about the people that just said they sending their precious off with these people, and then all of a sudden they wonder why ain't nobody trying to picket and boycott with y'all because y'all let y'all kid go off and get killed by them. It's the same effect as to my son came in here one time and I literally had just said, Ty, I fell asleep at our watch party. Still want to see your trailer. Girl, I went to fucking sleep too. I literally had to shut that shit down because, listen, I shut this down, but I still was listening to all the people that was got accepted, right? And it was funny to me this morning because Ben ended up calling DDG on a video crying because he didn't get into Streamers University. But all these niggas know that they're going to be allowed to go to Streamers University. So regardless of the fact, it was great that they allowed all the new people in, and I love the responses and everything else, but it's not as if they're not going to be able to see the biggest streamers. Like, come on now. We already know. Anyway, long story short, that's what I was saying to them, that I had applied, so I was watching it. You know he going to be there. No, they not going to announce that. They not going to announce that part. Like, that's going to be one of the things that is a DDG, a fucking Ben, Drake, and, some surprise guest or something. Shit. Anyway, I wanted to go, but no, they did not announce none of them. But they going. Like, stop playing. We know they going. No Ty talking about a visitor in the group chat yesterday. A visitor in here yesterday, yes. And sliding in my DMs in a conversation that when you asked me yesterday, it was funny because she asked that. I wasn't gonna divulge that but it was funny that she asked me that right behind that. So. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. I'd rather try and have it fail than fail for not trying, because at the end of the day, courage isn't the absence of fear. It's choosing to move forward anyway. So I choose action over fear. I'm brave enough to begin. Every attempt brings me closer to my purpose. I release the fear of failure. I trust the journey even when I can't see the destination. I will not let regret have the final word. And I am capable, resilient, and ready. Today I choose courage. So your future isn't shaped by the chances that you never take. It's shaped by the moments that you decide that your dreams are not worth the risk. Your future isn't shaped by the chances that you never take. It's shaped by the moments you decide that your dreams are worth the risk. So again, flip it. As above, so below. If you don't do the thing, then the thing won't get done. You got to take the risk. So do with that information what you will. There'll be a lot of shit happening, y'all, just so y'all know. And again, I ain't judging nobody and I ain't saying nothing, but we also have to remember that I do have a fucking stalker. And whether or not that's a stalker, and these niggas, mind you, will make different pages. Like, they be having time. And so to me, that's a scary ass thing. Why? Because why are you taking your time? Good morning, Dream Girl. Dream Girl 888 hi. She said, good morning, love. Happy to see you. Happy to see you as well. And thank you for being here. And I still love your name. I love the your entrance. But yeah, so we have to be mindful that I have a stalker and it's years running. So if a person is going that hard, I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, what I was just telling y'all was the fact that my son, I literally said something about somebody stalking me. Mind you, one of these is a white dude that I don't know. Okay, so just so y'all know, it's a few different people. But one of them is a white boy that has been actively on my ass for probably about 4 years now, 4 or 5 years. Why he has a hard on for me, why he wants to continue to troll me, why he continues to wants to eat my ass, I don't know. But literally, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I say something to y'all about some white dude that is trying to get near me. And then a couple days later, my son talks about mom, my friend wants to come over. Mind you, we don't be having guests because I'll be trying to keep people away from me. I barely, I love the kids and this and the third, but honestly, the only way a person could get near me is because of them. So I'll be trying to keep them motherfuckers to knowing, bitch, do you know who I am? And if you don't know, please go ask God about me, because of the fact that y'all need to worry about my safety, right? And so, and mind you, this be real shit that I be having conversations with them about, because they be acting like they don't fucking know. So anyway, long story short, I say, because my mind now triggers, you literally just said this about this person. mind y'all, just so y'all know, and this could be also conditioning, but when white people come around, it's the fucking feds, it's the, the serial killer, it's the something. I ain't raised to be, hanging out with no white people at all, period. All right? So be mad at society, be mad at da 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 da, be mad at y'all motherfucking selves, because every time y'all come to fuck around, it be something. You see what I'm saying? So it's a conversation. I ain't racist, there's white people in the family, but bitch, this is y'all shit, right? Anyway, so since I had just said that to y'all, and now my son says this person is around, it made me think maybe I should lay eyes on the nigga. Because I literally just said that to y'all, and now this fucking white boy is talking about let me show y'all the red flags. He was in music, right? And so just so y'all know, the feds be doing fucking investigations for years. So sometimes they'll put the man next to the man next to the man so they can be brought in by the man. And so I asked my son, first question, how you know this nigga, right? White boy, how you know this nigga? So he says, oh, he's friends with such and such, one of his friends that he grew up with. Okay, so how long this nigga been around y'all, right? Because, I need to know, and I don't give a fuck how many years, because, again, feds need 3, 4, or 5 years sometimes. They just be laying and waiting on your ass. And regardless of the fact of what y'all know and what y'all don't know about me, the feds done been the fuck around, okay? Just so y'all know. All right, so anyway, my son says, well, he's friends with such and such, and he does music. Yeah, that would be their way to fuck in. So they do music. So when he comes to fuck around, so he don't have no computer, but he do music. He don't have no ID, and he do music. He don't have no, girl, I ain't, listen, she said no judgment here, girl. I'm just saying, because everybody, it's one thing to identify and think black things, but I can tell you about being raised black because I'm black. I can't tell you about being raised white because I ain't fucking white. So there's shit that gets told to us that, oh, you watch out for this, or oh, you do this, or oh, you don't do this. And mind you, I'm 50 years old, so I grew up in a time where nigga, we don't do that shit. Infiltration, don't let him up. Good or play ball. Well, he's in like Flynn, no vetting. You see what I'm saying? And this the thing. So my son is 21. He don't know. These niggas is green as fuck, but they swear they fucking, nigga, you grew up in the suburbs. Like, nigga, you're his whole entire, like, my oldest son grew up different than my youngest son. These is a whole different ball game of kids and people. For some reason, though, my son seemed to think that he's, a gangster for some reason. Nigga, you grew up in the suburbs. Like, you done had every fucking ability that you, like, nigga, you ain't see no fucking gangster shit. Shut your ass up. But, he's a gangster, so we ain't gonna say nothing. He be on GTA, okay? Anyway, so he says, but none of this is ringing red flags to him. He's staying at such and such a house because somebody robbed him, and he don't have no computer, he don't have no this, he don't have no that, but yet he keeps somehow having money. Okay, so guess what? Now, because I need to see the nigga, I need to lay eyes on him, because I literally just told your ass that there's somebody stalking. Bring this nigga over, right? So, mind you, I got everything set the fuck up. I set up the cameras, everything, because, bitch, your ass is going to be on camera today, all right? So, the boy comes over, big, tall, like, mind you, this the other thing. This nigga tall as fuck, big as fuck, big burly-ass white nigga, right? Mind you, you definitely gonna get some hots because, bitch. But when I look at him, I'm not expecting, that, because my son and them and all his people is small as fuck. Y'all don't even realize when y'all niggas is in danger. Like, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, he comes in instantly. My camera set up over there. I'm in the kitchen. Because I'm cooking people, the food and doing, hospitality shit. But really, technically, because I had already told my son, you keep this nigga in your motherfucking room. I don't want to be hanging out with him. I don't want him nowhere near me. You go and you go do the music, whatever y'all doing, and that's where the fuck you stay, because technically all I wanted to do was lay eyes on the motherfucker, because I'm literally saying it's some white dude fucking stalking me. You make sure of everywhere the fuck this nigga go. Don't let him leave your fucking sight. So he done already had the conversation before the conversation. Anyway, long story short, I told y'all I pick up people's energy. The nigga came in the door and he was over here. I'm standing in the kitchen. So we got the whole, my bar between us, right? He starts talking to me. But mind you, he realizes my whole house is wired with cameras. Plus now I have this over here. But before he realizes, he's talking to me and he's saying he don't have no computer, he don't have no ID. It's like this white boy just showed up out of nowhere, and his explanation is that he got robbed, so he don't have the credentials that he should need when you fucking being around some people, right? All right, that's cool. All my life, all my mama, I'm standing right here, and instantly I feel this nigga's heart speed up. Let me tell you what he started to do. Then he starts to explain to me. It didn't feel right. Anyway, so I kept it cordial, kept it cute and on mute, right? He never realized that the camera was on before. What was he scared of? Me. They listen. I don't know why. I'm fucking 5'2". Niggas be scared. I don't know what it is. It is weird, right? So mind you, but I think it's me, the energy, because people fail to realize, and I'm explaining this to y'all as spiritual as I can, but with as much as I can. Just because my vessel is 5'2", my energy, my presence is a fucking giant. So when a giant walks in, this vessel is giant, but their energy is that of a street rat or a mouse. So y'all be forgetting, like, just because you see this don't mean nothing. Like, a person having a spirit or a demeanor or a heart is a whole nother thing. But also, yeah, nigga, what the fuck was you scared for? Because guess what people get scared for? When they start doing shit, or when they know that they're there to do something that they shouldn't be doing. Like, the adrenaline starts to do whatever. But mind you, this is how I know, because I'm aware, right? Because nigga, I technically invited you over because I needed to know, you know, I didn't invite you. You was trying to come anyway, but I allowed you in. So technically, I was already prepared to make sure of my energy and their energy. I had already put myself in a predicament to be able to understand my energy and their energy. Anyway, long story short, he never realized the camera was behind him, right? So what they do is they go upstairs to my son's room where the fuck they supposed to be at. Somehow, he decided that he needed to come downstairs, and my son must have forgot the message. Nigga, where he go, you go. Anyway, so he comes downstairs. I'm sitting on the couch because, again, I'm streaming, so I'm right in front of the camera. So when he gets to where he comes right here, there's a big bush that I got there. So anybody that's seen my house filming, there's a big bush, like, soon as you come in the foyer, and then there's a big bush right there. My couch was this way, so I was sitting on the other side on another couch. So I could see what was coming towards me, but he couldn't see past the bush to see the camera. So when he got past the bush and he saw the camera, what I saw was he went to go turn to go the other way, but then he realized there is no other way, because if you come the other way, you're coming through my office. Why the fuck would you go past my office? So he literally had to go back that way. And then that's when I actively saw, like, he was like, oh shit, like, you know what I'm saying? And then I ain't never see him no more after that, because my son kept saying, oh, you know, this, that, and the third, but nigga, I don't fuck around like that. I don't fuck around. So whether or not people know it or not, like, they're not to be trusted. I don't give a fuck. Black people ain't even to be fucking trusted. You gotta watch them bitches, because they be out surveilling some shit. You do have a strong energy. You stopped my scrolling. And period. Thank you for being here. She's 7 foot on the inside. And period. A titan. A nigga better know. Okay? Listen, I'm 5'3", was walking around here, 125 pounds, soaking wet, and I promise you, I can relate. You damn right. Like, people know, they feel you when you come. Like, the presence is there. This ain't new. I didn't just develop this. I always been the energy that shows up, and people be like, oh, shit. Like, this ain't new. Ain't nobody even gonna say, oh, well, she got to know, nigga. When I show the fuck up, notice it. Mind you, I could be still trying to hide. Gets the strap, and was I'm saying was because I done picked up some weight in recovery. I'm a little thick now. Either way, guess what? Like you said, 120 something soaking wet, and I still was the same fucking energy, bitch. Cause I ain't never been afraid of people. This the thing. I'll be afraid of what you gonna make me do to your bitch ass, because I gotta get you off of me. I gotta get you off of me. Even when I did the Department of Corrections, the man said, "You're little. They're gonna do this, that, and the third to you. I have to show you what to do in order to get them off of you. I mean, make sure that nobody gets a hold of you, because if they get a hold of you, they're gonna do da 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 da." So niggas be big, but shit, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. You know, and so you may be threatening to my presence because you come in like a fucking giant, but bitch, the blood is the same. You strike the right place and everybody's gonna bleed. So, you know, and that's the thing about when the man was saying women just don't realize that we can. Yeah, you bigger, you may be stronger, but bitch, I'm gonna be more tactical in your ass, because I'm nigga, I know you could possibly hurt me. I'm not gonna just be, willing to be let you in my fucking face, and I'm not gonna be willing to allow you to sneak me, because I know you a bitch ass nigga, like most niggas are, and that's what the fuck they gonna do. Like most niggas, and I don't give a fuck, all of them, regardless of the fact, is gonna try to sneak you in a way. Mind you, I'm a girl. Why you trying to sneak me? You're a big ass grown ass nigga, but meanwhile you gonna try to sneak a girl. Because they know the energy. And the energy, bitch, I don't know, do with that information what you will, but that's what it always gives me. Because why it's always a nigga laying in wait. You always laying in a cut, trying to sneak somebody, trying to take something. I literally watched a video this morning that pissed me the fuck off. So the man... And why do women not realize this anyway? It's a dude that's always going by. Y'all seen the videos with the guy that keeps going by and he'll pick up the water for a female or something. It'd be a big grown ass nigga standing right beside him, and then this other dude comes out of nowhere and he helps the lady, and then all of a sudden the nigga that was standing there all of a sudden looks like he's a little bit mad because this nigga came and picked up the very fucking water that your bitch ass should have been picking up. So literally the video that I'm watching this morning, it's a big 6'7" nigga standing there, and this little short ass woman is trying to reach at the top of the damn counter to pick off a box of something. So this other dude slides in and he takes the box down from him. Now all of a sudden the big grown ass nigga is moving the box, trying to push the box out of the nigga's hand. Why the fuck was you standing there? And so the nigga asking her, you know this nigga? First of all, why you got more aggression for the bitch than do you do for the nigga that came to fucking help? She looking at him, she like, well, no, why you didn't just get him? Well, bitch, why did it take for another nigga to slide up for you to not say nothing to the big, dumb, tall ass nigga? Why the fuck didn't you get it? Nigga, get that shit. Like, sometimes, like, at this point, I'm getting sick and tired of seeing women, even in this predicament, the nigga standing, the white dude standing on the side, another video, same thing, same black dude. The white boy standing there playing with his motherfucking phone. The girl is picking up a case of fucking water. The boy comes and picks up the case, because what he does then after that is he starts trying to talk to him. So he picks up the water. The white dude now looks at him. He says, is that your brother? No, that's my wife. Bitch! And then wives, we gotta do better, because tell this nigga pick this shit the fuck up. Stop being afraid to open your fucking mouth. We continue. It's the same thing I keep saying about fucking, Blue. I be seeing him and that girl fucking Nevaeh. Oh, can you go get me some water? This bitch is big with a fucking baby. She's carrying extra weight. Get your bitch ass up and go get her some fucking water, and get your own fucking water. Like, at what point in time in society are we going to start realizing, like, these niggas is fucking lazy as fuck, and they're treating you like a fucking slave? You go from slavery to being in love with the fucking slave master. Pick the fucking water up, nigga. Take the shit off the cabinet, off the top shelf. I shouldn't have to fucking ask your dumb ass that. This is the reason why I keep saying there's a difference between men and males. Because a man ain't going to let you do that. A man is going to pick up the fucking water. It don't take for another man to come in and pick up the water, and now you want to fight me. You want to be mad at me and question me about a nigga. But meanwhile, why the fuck didn't you pick up the fucking water, stupid? But it also makes me question the women. Like, why the fuck didn't you tell this nigga to pick that water up? Why are you struggling to pick something off the top shelf? But then that's what the nigga said. He takes the shit back from the girl and puts the shit up, right? Back on the shelf. The man that's supposed to be her man. And then he said something about some numbers, and he said, he starts to take off his jacket, excuse me, and he said something about the number. The boy asked, can I have your numbers? And then he's looking at the girl, and he's going to say something about, he's going to know some number. You're going to know some numbers, 911. You want to fight the woman about a man coming up and relieving her of some shit that you should have anyway, and now you got aggression towards me. Why do niggas always have aggression towards the women and not towards the men? Why y'all always feel like you want to put your fucking hands on me, but you don't want to put your fucking hands on this nigga that did the shit? I'm fucking confused. Like, at this point, everybody's gonna be the bitches. Everybody got a big pussy. Because I'm confused. She said, I was saying was because I done picked up, oh, she said I seen that. They come in like a giant and do shit. Yeah, hello. Nah, straight facts, because he's a lame ass dude and is. He sounds like a nigga that puts his hands on a woman but won't fight a man. That's what I keep saying. It be a lot of that. Like, they be so aggressive to the women, but you not aggressive to the men. Like, why? Like, what in our society are we not paying attention to? Even the men can see it. You be so quick to want to take and backhand a bitch in the mouth, but you won't go backhand this nigga that just cussed your bitch ass out and said every fucking, like, called you all types of this, that, and third, but you got time to want to fight me. Your attention and your time is always directed at trying to humble a bitch. Like, ain't nobody got time for that. Let me go pick up my food. I'll open the door. Honey, let me go pick up my food. I'll open the door. But with my man around, I'll get lost at the door instantly. You would think I don't know what a door is. And is. And shouldn't. Like, even with my sons, I teach my sons, when we go places, they'll open the door. When they be getting girls, I be trying to tell them, like, y'all need to learn to get used to some shit. Because this is the way it's supposed to be. And stop allowing these niggas to, like I said, even with it yesterday, when the man came in, it's almost like they thought they was going to lead me into persuading me. Like, you're not going to lead me into nowhere. You're not nobody that can lead me into nothing. So you're trying to cross my boundaries, and it's up to me to say something, or it's up to me to let, da-da-da-da-da. But meanwhile, you're not talking to me about nothing. But this is the way. This is the way that is being given. Because I'm watching people do this. And bitches just come. Nigga, get the fuck out of my face. You can meet me halfway or you can come to me. That's the choices that you got. And I'm only going to meet you halfway, nigga, as if I'm interested. But if you just calling me out the blue, bitch, you bring your ass to me. Because if you want it, get over here. Show me. No woman touches the door around me. Bitches is picking up water. Bitches is carrying every fucking thing. Like, this lady had every fucking thing in her hand. And I said, see, this is too much. Because at some point in time, it's because of the women are allowing it to happen. Because ain't no fucking way you gonna be with me walking nowhere, me and you in a store, and you think I'm gonna pick up water. Nigga, water's fucking heavy. And you don't realize that being a man, that you should pick up the water? And a lot of these big dumbass niggas be just standing there. But the one that took the cake for me this morning, this nigga was tall as fuck. And this bitch is struggling trying to get something off the shelf. And then somebody else, this gotta be a skit, because ain't no fucking way. But mind you, this is the life that somebody's living right now. Just so y'all know. And I would rather be single. And I was thinking that this morning when I woke up and I was still streaming on my Facebook and on my YouTube. And I know somebody, there's a woman saying, oh, why she streaming this, that, and the third, da-da-da-da-da. You got your nigga laying next to you, da-da-da-da. Bitch, I'd rather wake up streaming and single and peaceful than fucking laid up next to some funky ass nigga that don't give a fuck about me. And I gotta worry about this, that, or the third, HIV, STD, STI, anything else, just to fucking have a nigga. Bitch, no thank you. I'll take streaming and laying in my bed peaceful for 100. Thank you. And if you don't like that, I'm gonna keep on doing it. Why? Because then you gonna be watching, your nigga gonna be watching, and it's gonna, you know, the more I stream, the more I get paid. So, bitch, fuck you. Now my ex-husband trained me to do all by myself. I can do it, but not with no man around. And period. Like I said, and mind you, that's what the thing. And I always dated older men, right? And some older men be fuck niggas too, just so y'all know. Because some older men will try to train you to be, you know, be all you can be. You don't need no nigga doing nothing for you, this, that, and the third, but some will give you like the life that you're supposed to. So it's like the reverse psychology. You gotta pay attention to the ones that are giving you the soft life, and then the ones that's trying to use you for your, you know, young goods. Mind you, they trying to use you for your young goods and train you to still, you know, do manly shit. Like, bitch, that's a t-shirt, streaming single and peaceful, and is look, I can make it for you if you like and have it ready for sale. Cause let me tell you, that's literally what I thought this morning when I woke the fuck up. Like, and don't ask me why. I think it was because I went past the time and I didn't wake up till 7 o'clock. So by 7 o'clock, so many people probably didn't seen that stream, and so that's what it made me wonder, like, you know, or it made me think, because shit, I'd rather wake up peaceful and ain't no niggas over here, and bitch, y'all all got to come in, and I was right peaceful, knocked the fuck out. And so, you know, because again, we had a conversation. Somebody said, why was I streaming? Why was I sleep streaming? Bitch, for the same reason I should have been fucking webcam streaming. And now streaming is a big ass fucking thing. Meanwhile, I didn't take advantage of it at that point. Sooner or later, all of a sudden, bitches ain't got no job, but bitches be sleep. Sooner or later, it'll be a thing. And I might as well just be the pioneer in the forefront, because there's other people that do it all fucking day long. And people just be in there watching people sleep stream. Or they be in there asleep, because we just be sleep together. Either way, bitch, I have my sleep mask on, and it is in my shop, okay? So just so y'all know. If you like, the link is in the bio to my Amazon shop. So that sleep mask that I had on, it keeps out the dark. It comes in men and women, so it's for everybody. It comes in blue, comes in black, comes in purple, comes in pink, and all sizes. So anything that you see that I be having while I'm asleep is on my Amazon store, so you can get it too. All right, just know that. You ain't even gotta be mad. And mind you, it's a 3D sleep mask, so if you have lashes, guess what? It protects your lashes. Mind you, it sleeps so good. It is so good that I paid for that with my own money, just so y'all know, because I ain't even fucking with y'all. I'm for real about this. I paid for that with my own money. So much so that I got another one coming that I paid for with my own money, because I like it that much. But when I wash it, I be forgetting that I don't have it. And so I got to be able to have a one in rotation. So I bought the same kind. So when I get it, which should be in the next couple days, because I got a pair of pajamas coming. So when I get it, I'll show y'all. Like, I ain't fucking with y'all. That's a real good ass sleep mask, and the shit ain't that expensive. So, and it keeps out all the dark. It's so good that I bought it twice. All right, with my own cash. That wasn't a gifted you know, thing from them. That was I bought that shit. And so there's that. Anyway, the lesson you can't keep avoiding is changing everything. The most important lesson right now is learning the difference between what feels safe, what feels familiar, and what is actually healthy. Because just because it feels safe and familiar don't make it healthy. We be knowing that about relationships. We be knowing that about, you know, people, places, and things. Just because it's familiar don't make it healthy. So many people stay in situations not because they're right, but because they're predictable, familiar. Familiar patterns can feel comfortable, even when they're holding you the fuck back. Growth often begins when you stop asking, what am I used to, and start asking, what is actually helping me become the person I want to be or to become. This is also the season of taking responsibility for what you can control, because the shit that we can't control, why are we trying to control that? We can't control other people's behavior. We can't control other people's thoughts. We can't control other people's opinions. What we can control, though, is us. So your platform is like today. Topic and discussion. Definitely topic and discussion is, and I gave you the message, you'll regret the chance that you never took more than the one that didn't work out. Because here at Earth School, when we are at Earth School, because these are the things that we learn, things that we see, recognizing patterns. fixing things that, you know, for all intents purposes, some people don't want us to see or don't want us to fix, which is basically us. What's up, son?
You doing, mother?
Streaming. What you doing?
You on live right now?
Yeah, why? What's wrong? What you need? What you gonna say? What you got to say? You got something to tell them? You said what? Ask me a question about what? What about them? You want to do it online, or you want me to call you? Okay. Nothing. I'll call you back as soon as I get done streaming, though. So put a pin in it. Bye. Y'all, this is my son. He's so handsome. He said he was calling me to ask me a question about my baby father. AKA his daddy, okay? So there's that. So yes, whatever we dealing with, whatever's going, and the things that I noticed, or, you know, sometimes most of the stuff even comes from the title is something that happens, because there's a thing that happens with me when I'm asleep. It's like being programmed. And so even when, because I don't teach tarot, just so y'all know, it's one of those things where, and I have, just so y'all know, these are on my Amazon too. So I have a couple different books that are there. This one is I Don't Teach Tarot. Because when something was happening, it was, and I'm gonna take the time, don't ask me why, but I feel the need. So when the glitch happened, 2020, 2021, 2022, something happened in the system, in the simulation, right? A spiritual thing. Mind you, I was at work, so wasn't doing tarot, wasn't doing, you know, any of this. But I had done it before in 2019. Somehow glitch hit, Dark Night of the Soul, a lot of weird spiritual shit, okay? I know Majestic Grace, right? So tarot community, people go to the tarot community or to the spiritual community when stuff is happening, right? And so for me, it was actively, I got a house. At that point in time, I had 7 businesses or more, maybe. Boutique, trucking, notary, a couple different things, right? And so for me, when life started to be weird and started to change, and there was a bunch of spiritual, you know, shit happening, things that I could not explain, but mind you, I had already been dealing with this, but then it upped itself on a whole nother level, and I started, you know, hearing shit and things of that nature, and then it started to be proven true, or then I knew certain things and didn't know why I knew certain things, and this, that, and the third. And then you go to the tarot community. So when I went to the tarot community, what I realized is I can't listen to these bitches. And the reason why I can't listen to these bitches is because the people that I was being directed to didn't have the shit that I have. Meaning, I have a life, I have businesses, I have shit that basically I got to make sure that I got to take care of. I can't be out here on a whimsical, you know, ass little journey when, bitch, I gotta pay for shit. And it's shit that I like. And I gotta maintain a fucking life. So the thing that I noticed about the tarot bitches was that a lot of them live with their mama. A lot of them, you know, was finding their way. And so not saying nothing about that, because all of us are still finding our way. It seems like every other live is tarot reading or Bible and with sister. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? So I started to realize something. I can't identify with shit that, like, that's taking me back down to levels that I done already leveled up from. Like, I already knew this shit. And not because I'm older, because I'm watching older bitches that was a part of the shit, you know. And people go to tarot, online tarot, because they can make money, right? So I'm not a person that I know better, because if I do something wrong, God gonna get me, and right away, like, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm dealing with divorce, separation, my life basically falling apart in ways because I tied myself to this person, but I got told not to tie myself to this person. Then spiritually, some shit is happening, and all this shit is happening all at one time, because now I done got glitched. Now shit is fuzzy. This is happening. This happening. This happening. Mind you, I gotta keep my sanity. because I gotta figure out my way out of this, because I'm a very, like, logical living person, and I need to make sure that I'm still standing on when I come out of this, right? Anyway, so then what I started to notice, one of the patterns was everybody that was coming to my channel now had lives, they had businesses, they had things that they could lose, right? It wasn't like the broke group of people that, because when I actually sat back down here, I was in the middle of trucking, making a whole lot more money than what the fuck this makes, mind you, okay? But I kept being directed to fucking here. Mind you, the weird part about that even was I was making a whole lot of money when that happened, before, when this actively happened. And then it was weird because the money was doing something. It was like a penny with a hole in it, like didn't make sense. But mind you, again, I had already had this life years and years and years before this happened, okay? So already had the house, already, I was probably like 8 years in then, right? And so mind you, everything was fantastic. I made money hand over fist, like lots of it, was able to do whatever the fuck I wanted to do, when I wanted to do it, how I wanted to do it. And then all of a sudden something happened. And I was able to notice a pattern because it happened to me and it happened to multiple people in my family. And I'm wondering, why did everybody get glitched at the same fucking time? Anyway, long story short, tarot, these are the people that you get told to pay attention to. I'm saying I can't listen to these bitches because they don't got the same shit that I got. They don't have the same issues that I got. Mind you, I'm seeing a person saying, there's no such thing as new levels, new devils. That's a fucking lie. Because when I was a bitch that was, not wanting to spend just $100, I didn't have the same problems as when I just spent $20,000 in a day. Mind you, when I was a bitch that only was spending $100, because I done been that, and I didn't want to go spend my money on vacations and this, that, and the third. But then when I started actively doing more in the system, I realized those vacations are important because people need to wind down from the shit that they've been dealing with. So ain't nobody gonna tell me that there's no such thing as new levels, new devils, because there is a such thing as new levels, new devils. Excuse me. A thing that a trillionaire is dealing with is not the same thing that a billionaire is dealing with. Is not the same thing that a millionaire is dealing with. Is not the same thing that a thousandaire is dealing with. Is not the same as 100aire is dealing with. Like when you play with bigger money, you have different issues, different problems, different scenarios, different, whatever. When you play with a little bit of money, your thinking is, not even on the level of. And at one point in time, there was a time when I never thought that I would do some of the things that I have done. Mind you, it wasn't even in my mind frame. It was, you have big dreams, you have this, that, and the third, da 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 da. And then after the fact of me even getting here, the first time I seen my house, I knew it was mine. The reason being, I manifested it as a kid. And so it's a lot of things that happen that nobody can tell me, because I know I saw it. I'm able to articulate it. I'm able to give it out. So then that's when I realized, because I started asking God questions. And I'm also not a person that when I start asking God questions, like God be listening and God be giving me the answer. So where people say, well, I be talking to God and God don't listen. When I be talking to God, I know God be listening, because sometimes I'll be talking to God and I be saying shit in my brain and God still be listening, because I still get an answer. So being accountable is another thing, because a lot of people don't like to be accountable in their shit. I'm a very accountable person. I know when certain things happen, that it's my fucking fault, because, I be doing shit. And sometimes the universe will say, don't do this. And I do it anyway, because I'm a person that like touching the stove, and then I get my ass handed to me, and then I be like, I fucking heard them say, don't do this. And I knew not to do it, but I did it anyway, because shit. But it still be fun, because even in the process, then I figure out how to navigate my way back. And then I'll be thinking that I'll be making God laugh. Mind you, I do have that mind frame. Because when I be doing shit and I get told not to do it, and I done had this mind frame for a long period of time, I done got told, even growing up, a lot of times not to do shit. Then I do it anyway. Then I get my ass beat spiritually and, physically in the real world. Get my ass beat. And then I figure out how to get out of it, because I done heard God actively say a multitude of times, figure out your way back since you're so smart. And then I figure out my way back, and then I'll be thinking that after I figure out my way back, that be the moment that I'll be making God laugh, because I know God has faith in me, but also I think that was the moments where I had to learn to have faith in myself. Anyway, long story short, so the thing that I noticed after the fact, everything has its purpose. whether it be tarot, whether it be religion, whether it be your free spirit, whether everything is collectively tied together, and one thing wouldn't exist even without the other. So when people learn that this, I don't teach tarot. Tarot is a journey. And so even yesterday I gave y'all numbers. But after I gave y'all the numbers, I added those numbers up. Those numbers, numerology speaks to the actual message. Now, for me, the thing that awes me all the time is I can't create the numbers. The numbers just show up. And it'd be funny to me how the numbers match the message. Mind you, the numbers mean what the numbers mean. I can't change the numbers. I can't change the message that's tied to the numbers, even in here. The numbers will match whatever the message is. You can't change the message to the numbers. So how is it that that always fits? Either way, we just be talking, and whatever it is we be talking about, and that's what I tell people. The message, the title's always right. I don't give a damn what we talk about, even throughout, because sometimes we get sidetracked over here. Somebody will come in and somebody will say, oh, this belongs to this, or this matches this, or da-da-da-da-da. And so you'll think that the message, you'll regret the chance you never took more than the one that didn't work out. You're being called because at this moment, there's something that you're hesitating to do. And mind you, I say to everybody all the time, I'm always talking to me. Because although I'm talking to y'all because y'all are a name, you know, in a tight, and y'all are commentary in the chat, the person that I can see is me. I can't see y'all. My cameras are turned actively to where I can see me. So I'm not going to tell me no bullshit. Okay? Who do I trust? Me. So just so y'all know, I ain't got no reason to lie to y'all. This is my camera, and what do y'all see? Y'all see me. Y'all don't see y'all. Y'all see me. So whatever I'm having a conversation about, or whatever is being imparted into the system, I got to be mindful that I'm not feeding myself no bullshit, and I ain't going to do it. I trust me. And if something gets fucked up, I have to know that I did it. And I don't want to be accountable for nobody else's shit. This is the reason why I keep telling y'all all the time, don't trust nobody. I don't give a fuck what platform it is. It could be your mama, your daddy. Don't trust nobody. Look for yourself. And then you still have to trust some people. Because again, as above, so below. Everybody's not out here to hurt us and kill us, but everybody's out here to hurt us and kill us. It's the, you know, the hypocrisy of it all. Either way, you got to have some discernment. So while I'm talking to y'all, and y'all be over here, you know, having good conversations with me and everything, but meanwhile, back at band camp, the person that I'm looking at is me. So do with that information what you will. And, you know, for all intents and purposes, just so y'all know, I love it here. I love where I am. I love what I do. I love everything about life. And so I have to be mindful to keep saying that and keep telling y'all that. And the only issue that I have at this moment in time, which could or could not really be an issue, and this is the thing, you'll regret the chance that you never took more than the one that didn't work out. If I'm asking God actively for me to be able to take care of myself, take care of my responsibilities, meaning my house and anything that may occur and come up, and then I know that the way that I can monetize that is for me to be streaming and me to be on live, and I don't give a fuck whether or not a person says, oh well, she's doing this or she's doing that. I ain't out here sucking, fucking, doing drugs or any of that. If all the person got to say is that she stays on live too much, or that she's streaming, sleep streaming, I ain't out here fucking nobody, man. I ain't, you know, drugging. I'm not drinking. And all you got to do is complain about me doing a sleep stream, or me, you know, getting online, having a conversation about, you know, loving God, having the day that you deserve, you know, how to elevate. If you mad at me for that, then bitch, you got a bigger problem. You have a bigger problem than me. Because as of now, I got shit that I got to do, meaning the mortgage ain't going to get paid unless I pay it. If you're not willing to donate to my channel or to give me anything, how the fuck do you expect for me to do it? I'm not out here trying to kill the culture, so I'm not out here telling y'all to go do no ill shit, to go, you know, robbing, cheating, stealing, lying. I'm out here actively telling y'all that the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. So y'all should know who the enemy is when somebody is trying to get you to kill, steal, and destroy. But again, I get targeted, and I get, you know, talked about harshly, called everything but, a child of God or a God. Either way, I get called so many different things when meanwhile all I'm doing is spreading good stuff, giving people a thought pattern, a mind to stay. Let's not be conditioned to think this, because this is what these people been doing, feeding us a whole bunch of lies. Mind you, another person said today, matter of fact, I sent it to y'all. Let me tell y'all what this nigga said. Because don't this make a whole lot of sense? Like, after, it be so crazy, the mind fuckery and the warping of the brain. And somebody say, feeling you recently. I am cracking up. Let's see. Right here. This was funny to me, even listening to this, right? Oh, okay. I see. Damn. Okay. Right here.
Yo, why would Satan be in hell torturing the people that disobey the same God that he disobeyed?
Things that make you go right? Because to me, it would seem like, to me, it's one of those things that I said. If I was out here doing all the wrong shit, I wouldn't be under attack. The only time you are under attack is when you're talking right and doing the right things. When you're doing the work for the devil ain't gotta attack you because you're doing the right shit. So now this dude said, why would Satan be in hell torturing the people that disobey the same God that he disobeyed? Why would he do that? That would almost seem like that would be his people, right? It makes so much more sense. Like, why would the devil be in hell torturing people when they would be like his companions? Yeah, that's a disconnect too. Something I never questioned. We never question. Majestic Grace, that's the thing. We never question. We just do and go along like bots. So then I went to this, right? And a person says, somebody says mind blowing. Somebody says, wait a damn minute. Somebody else says, now wait a damn minute. Crazy. I literally asked my mom the same thing a few months back. Somebody said, damn. Somebody said, who said he was? That's what they tell us. That's what we get taught. So I don't know why anybody would be questioning that. Somebody said, I don't know. You tell me, Tupac, because he do kind of favor Tupac. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Wow to the wow. Never thought of it like that. Somebody said, come on, Pac, you got this. How'd we get here? Valid point. Just want to know how we got here. It's like the same exact thing. When you start really thinking and it's undoing, and I keep using this because it makes sense. Mike, we talking about this right here. Make it make sense. Y'all, why would Satan be in hell torturing the people that disobey the same God that he disobeyed? So it don't make sense, right? But then it's like how we start to look at things. Everything has been turned upside down. Goldilocks. They told us that Goldilocks, basically we thought Goldilocks, the little girl, got chased out by the bears and the bears were the aggressor. But meanwhile, we never thought that Goldilocks broke and entered. Goldilocks also tore up these people's house, and if you came home and somebody tore up your house, was in your refrigerator, and laid on your bed, she was loitering. She did destruction of property. And mind you, all we ever thought was that the bears were wrong for her. She up and ran out of the house, and so now they were wrong for disturbing her sleep because she was entitled. She thought that is the epic story of entitlement right there. And that's our government. That's the people, the powers that be. That's the way they have trained our minds to be, so we don't collectively think. Like, this shit don't even make no fucking sense. Like, why would that seem like you would be a soldier for the enemy? Because that's what they tell you on the outside. If you're doing all the wrong shit, you're a soldier for the enemy. So why, if I die and I go to hell, why would I not be the ultimate soldier? It don't make sense. It's just the same exact thing that don't make sense to me about this. You mean to tell me I gotta die in order for me to be happy, but meanwhile you told me to have life? This is supposed to be life, but this shit is so fucked up. But I gotta die to be at peace. It don't make sense. Blonde, Goldie, brown, exactly. Mind you, I pointed that out the other day. That's exactly the thing. Because she's supposed to be innocent, she's deemed innocent because she's blonde haired. Mind you, this bitch out here committing all types of crimes and infractions. You can't tamper with people's food. That's illegal. You can't break into somebody's house. That's illegal. You can't loiter on somebody else's property. That's illegal. But everybody would know it if it was something that happened to them. It's like what I said about, Miami. And I like Miami, but guess what? Young Miami don't realize until somebody is laid deceased on the ground, because what we know is a nigga just got killed for water. A nigga just got for water, right? They thought he stole some water. So you mean to tell me you out here created what you claiming is a song as the summer, and you're happy and proud about it, but technically a nigga just got killed for water. So it's not gonna hit her until one of her scamming ass niggas, is doing whatever they doing, and then all of a sudden they're dead. So then they're going to be blaming somebody else, the store owner or this, that, and the third. But meanwhile, y'all people was stealing and you praised that. We got to see the other side. And until we start doing that, this is the thing. So now I'm thinking about the other side. You mean to tell me that we fell for this the whole entire time? Because it don't make sense. If the devil didn't like God anyway, and the devil wanted, and then somebody came up with a scripture. So I think there's a scripture in the Bible that says something about that it's the test of men that he gets to do this, that, and the third. But nigga, that would be he's creating a bigger army. That don't make sense. It would be creating a bigger army. So why would he be torturing people? Like, to me, it seemed like you should get an award. If you get to go and you take down one of God's soldiers, it's like the people here, like I just told you about that girl. Now, she could sit that girl, this is my friend. My friend now convinces me to go through my nigga's phone because my nigga's drunk. Now, what if I fucking don't have emotional, healthy emotional response and I go fucking kill this nigga? Your friend set you up for that. But mind you, you were supposed to tell your friend, no. Bitch, we're not going through my nigga phone and I don't need you to go through my nigga phone anyway, bitch. Why are you so hell-bent on me trying to find something wrong with this nigga? It don't make sense. And then the fact that she was trying to play drunk, she didn't even sound that drunk to me. It don't make sense. But nobody's going to look at it that way. Everybody's going to say, oh, that's her friend because her friend was trying to keep it a buck, trying to make sure that nigga didn't play her, da-da-da-da-da. Or your friend was trying to make sure that your nigga that may do whatever they do for you. Because people have to fail to realize that sometimes people be jealous over your life. Somebody once told me somebody got to keep these niggas honest. Who going to do that? We just said we got to worry about the things that we can control, and we can't control somebody else's behavior. That's the thing, and that's what I'm saying. This is the lessons and the teaching that we was taught, because, again, that girl probably thinking, this is my girl because, she told me, she helped me go through this nigga phone. No, that's your biggest op. That bitch is not your friend. The reason why, because the girlfriend wasn't even pressing the phone issue. It was her friend. So now what if you got it's like all the bitches to tell you, leave that nigga, girl. Leave. This nigga be paying bills. This nigga be buying you shit. This nigga be mindful about you, this, and the third. And the first thing he do, a bitch will say, oh, leave him. But mind you, these bitches be the same bitches that be having a nigga that don't do nothing for them. They want you to be in the same boat as them. And this is why we got to pay attention to society. They want you to be in the same boat as them. They don't want you to get ahead of them. It was their devil theory. Like checks and balances. Oh, yeah. Like I said, I ain't never put a nigga out for cheating. In my mind, even as a young girl, right? In my mind, this is what I always thought. Because for some reason, it always bothered me. Like, why the fuck would I put you out so you can go have fun with the bitch? And now you don't even have to worry about me no more in your brain. Like, if you got to worry about me, then this bitch ain't gonna have too much fun. She can only get this amount of time, this amount of time, this amount of time, right? That's the logic, right? Because if they know he got a girlfriend, you can only be seen at this point in time. They can only do this at this point in time. Now, just imagine me being the girlfriend saying, oh, you got caught cheating with this bitch, and then I kick you the fuck out. Now, this nigga got all the free time under the sun. And although he's going to be trying to get back with me, now there's a chance that, you know, he gonna just be over there, you know, doing what he doing. And he may know that he don't want to be with this bitch because they be having whatever reason. This bitch don't clean like you do. She don't cook like you do. She don't do something, right? But mind you, now he got time to lay the fuck up. I ain't never thought that made sense. So in my mind, what always made sense to me is when you got caught cheating, nigga, you gonna be in this bitch right with me. But mind you, when they be in this bitch right with you, they be trying to make sure they be doing all the good shit to make sure that, you know, because shit, I gotta smooch this bitch the fuck back up. And I like schmoozing. I like purses and things of that nature. So, you know, could be my issue and my dumbness. But nigga, you ain't gonna be out there freely fucking, I can tell you that. And you could be out there freely fucking. But if you choose to be a liar, because they done all had the option to tell me the truth. But nigga, I'm gonna make you work for this shit. And then it's up to me on when I get tired, because shit, I done got tired and said, nigga, if you keep doing this, bitch, I'm gonna leave your dumb ass. But if I know I'm not gonna leave, I'm not putting them the fuck out and letting you have them, bitch, because what the fuck I look like? He gonna spend more money because he gonna want me not to be mad at him for this. Like, let's not be dumb. We already being dumb for, you know, dealing with his lying ass. So what you want me to do? And so anybody that don't like that theory, what you want me to do? There be the same bitches that be saying, oh, I don't want to share my nigga with nobody. Guess what you gonna be doing though? Sharing your nigga with somebody, and he gonna be lying to your bitch ass, and the other bitch gonna know about you, and you ain't gonna know about nobody because he already know how you feel. Meanwhile, I'm gonna be having the time of my fucking life, bitch. Be mad at your mom. Yeah, I tried but couldn't deal. It was better for me for him to stay over there. And that be the thing too, because hello, that is a thing. Cause I was mad when a bitch kicked a nigga out. Cause bitch, now I got to deal with him when you could have kept him, and I didn't want to keep him. So same. Been there, done that. It be the thing. Like, let's act like we are adults and people that done had relationships in life, because bitch, we are adults and we done have relationships in life. Yup, same. Till they couldn't deal with it no more. And girl, period. See, that's too much calculate. I like streaming single peaceful. Better LL. See what I'm saying? Me too. Mind you, I've been doing this for 5 years. Streaming single peaceful. It's like the same thing as like when men be trying to talk to me, and I keep saying, this the thing. A man that's really trying to talk to me realizes, has to know right now, like, I don't want to talk to you. Send me the money, so then that way I know you're interested, and then that way, you know, I can slowly, gradually turn to your, you know, side. Because a nigga that basically wants you was going to spend that money, right? Because niggas be tied to money. Don't ask me why. I'm not trying to figure out the science. But if you just trying to get on my nerves and talk to, like, niggas know how to get a woman. Like, the ones that know, and the ones that don't, deal with them bitches. Because I like peaceful and streaming single. I can make my own money and I don't gotta worry about, you know. But if a nigga want to make sure, oh, she got a meal for today, oh, I know she needs some content, let me send her a couple dollars for this, then I'm gonna know you like me. Oh, she needs money for this, let me send her that. I'm gonna know you like me. I'm gonna know, like, and then when I finally let you be around me, you gonna know I like you by this. I shut the fuck up. Because I told people for 2 years I dealt with a man, paid like you weigh. Everything was fucking paid. My bills, my every fucking thing. I got a new car, everything. Seen this nigga probably about 6 times, if that. New car, moved into the house that I needed to move into. He wanted to make sure that my kids was in a good area, everything. ain't had nothing to say to that man. I ain't question that man about why he ain't come to Texas. I ain't say shit. Why? Because I didn't. Anytime he called, I picked up the phone. I made sure I wasn't out in the street fucking with no niggas. I ain't have to fuck with no niggas because this nigga was making sure I didn't have to fuck with no niggas. He didn't have to worry about me. Anytime he called, I was on the phone. I wasn't out in the street. I wasn't in the club. I wasn't nothing. I was home taking care of my kids the way he liked it. Why? Because he made sure that my home was comfortable, my ride was comfortable, everything was good. If I wanted to go on vacation with my kids, I was able to do that. That man ain't heard me say shit. Anytime that man showed up to my house, he would call me, let me know he coming. By the time he would show up, I had bath water ready for this nigga and food and peace and quiet. Because guess what? Y'all shut y'all asses up because this nigga is coming for this week and he need quiet because he need to be sleeping, because he need to rest, because he been out here working, making sure that this house and everything get paid for. I ain't have to pay for shit. You know when that nigga knew that I knew how to talk? When that nigga started trying to integrate my life into, you know, some bullshit with somebody else, and you know what he said to me? I ain't even know you knew how to talk that much. I said, why the fuck did you need to think that I talked that much? You made sure that I could shut the fuck up. I like niggas that know how to shut me the fuck up. I also like niggas that know how to shut the fuck up while they trying to get me to shut the fuck up. Because I know what to do. I'm a grown woman. Don't nobody have to tell me what to do. I know niggas don't like bitches being touched by other niggas. I know niggas don't like bitches that be out in the street. I know niggas that don't like certain things. You don't have to tell me. You don't have to talk to me about it. When you call me, I'm going to answer the phone. Why? Because you made sure I'm going to answer the fucking phone, nigga. I like them type of men. And that's why I have a hard time with everybody else. And this is the reason why when my spirit say, don't give them niggas no time a fucking day. Like, my Cash App ain't ring. My fucking GoFundMe ain't got no cash in it. Like, literally, don't be mad at me. I was raised right. I wasn't raised to have a fuck nigga have access to me. And for me to be just out here around this nigga that, like, I wasn't raised like that. And then, you know, they try to reverse psychology me. Oh, she likes niggas that got money. What you want me to like a broke nigga for my pussy to be out here being stankin' because I'm just out here giving it up. She just out here giving it up and niggas ain't got nothing for it. Because that's what you want me to be. A cum bucket. I like niggas that know how to come and go. Be mad at your mom, not me. Anyway, the lesson isn't about avoiding failure. It's about refusing to let fear make your decisions. Every successful person has faced setbacks, changed direction, and started over. What separates them isn't perfection. It's that they kept fucking going. Keep going. Because players fuck up, and sometimes you might have just wanted to bend that ass over for a nigga and go on and get. Don't let nobody judge you about that either. Because it's yours. But don't just be out here, ain't shit free. Nothing. Conversation ain't free. Ass ain't free. Dick ain't free. Living ain't free. Water ain't nothing fucking free out this bitch. Everything fucking costs. And whether or not a nigga is talking about some, oh well, you know, oh I didn't pay this, that, and third. Did you take the bitch out to dinner? Did you buy the bitch a cheeseburger? Some things are cheaper than others. And anything is only worth what a niggas are willing to pay for it. So some bitches will get a cheeseburger and some bitches will get steak. Some bitches will get the whole, you know, kit and caboodle. Because I know some cheeseburger ass bitches too. Damn, that's keeping it real. I mean, I don't know what to say. Like, I know some bitches that fuck for cheeseburgers. But also, it's the thing that we talked about yesterday. Remember, I told you about the video that's on YouTube, on Netflix. It's called The Platform. And so at the platform, the people that are higher up get to eat whatever they want to eat, you know, coming in. And so as it goes down, mind you, this is the same group of food. Ain't nobody changing the food. So whatever the people at the top choose to eat, they choose to eat. Then it drops down to the next level. So you got to eat whatever the fuck these people sent down. So if the people at the top want to be nasty, they can piss on your shit. They can, after they eat, they can do whatever the fuck they want to do to your shit. And you, that's all you're going to get. So if you choose not to eat it because it's nasty, that's fine. But just think about 10 days later when you've been starving because you ain't been eating. But mind you, these people that been pissing on the food. And so would you eat it? And a lot of people will say no. So it's like a person being outside that's being homeless that digs in a trash can and eats food. A lot of people look at that and they're disgusted. But just imagine not having fucking food for 32 days. You're going to eat whatever the fuck. Water, where is the water? Period. Where is the fucking water? So now, all of a sudden, the people that's at the top, because this is the thing about life. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. This is the Wheel of Fortune. That's the card in the tarot deck that equates to this. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down, sometimes you're somewhere in the middle. Either way, the tables do turn because it's like karma. As the world turns, cycles of life. So sometimes you could be up, sometimes you could be down, sometimes you're in the middle. But when you up, that's what matters. What you do when you up here, because what people fail to realize is sooner or later what happens down here trickles up there. And so if niggas is down here and they fucking hungry as fuck and they know you got everything up here, bitch, I'm coming for you. And I don't give a fuck what I gotta do to get to that ass. And then people out here saying, oh, these people out here robbing and stealing and killing, da 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 da. They wouldn't have to be robbing and stealing and killing if your bitch ass wasn't sitting on $1 trillion. You gotta lead by example. And technically the people up here is robbing, cheating, stealing too. They just doing it on a higher level. They robbing and cheating and stealing the people that's the fuck down here. And so when you start to be aware and you start to be able to see, and that's the part that they don't like. They don't want you to be aware and they don't want you to see how they're robbing us the fuck blind. And then when we come to get that ass, they try to say, oh, y'all are the aggressor. Bitch, you started it. You was up here. How the fuck did you get it? You started fucking with the people's taxes. You started fucking with the people's money. You started raising the prices of food. You started doing this. You started doing this. You started doing this. And it's a fucking broken ladder. Either way, the people up here have to set the example. And if you up here with a whole lot and these people are down here with a whole lot of nothing, these people down here ain't wrong for coming to get your bitch ass. You lied, cheated, and scammed your way, and then you're going to belittle these people down here. But mind you, it's the same shit you did. It's just a lower level crime. They call it white collar crime up here, and they call it fucking nigger shit down here. It's the same way as when everybody knows it's a system for this one and a system for that. They'll call this, and they'll call this, that. It's the same shit. So in the black community, if you have your bed on the floor, it's ghetto and it's hood. Child Protective will come in and say that you don't have the proper, sleeping shit for your kids, but you have a mattress on the floor. When you're white or when you're, uppity, the same mattress on the floor has a bougie ass name. It's called a Montessori bed. And it's compatible with your kids being able to walk and freely be able to move around. Bitch, that pissed me the fuck off when I found out about that. You mean to tell me y'all have Child Protective come through my motherfucking crib and y'all be talking hot shit about a fucking bed being on the floor, that it's not the proper living conditions, but then when you go to, Crackerville, all of a sudden, when you go to the snowman house, all of a sudden it has a French name, Montessori, and it's conducive to the kids' growth. Well, why it ain't conducive to the kids' growth in the hood? Why it's going to get me my kids taken, and why it's going to get me Child Protective called on me? Because when you live in a mansion and you don't have curtains on your windows, it's aesthetic. When you live in a hood and you ain't got curtains, bitch, your ass is ghetto. Mind you, ghetto is even a thing that is trying to be pushed off because ghetto was for the Jews. And then they gave it to y'all. It's the pot calling the kettle black, but the pot is the same as the kettle. So it don't fucking matter. Clean and dirty, same fucking people. They just got away with it. These niggas go to jail down here. It's like the other day I was scrolling, minding my own fucking business, and I'm seeing fucking they saying that Donald Trump is going to pardon Diddy, right? And so I go in the comments, and there's a lot of nigger shit happening in the comments because there's a bunch of black people in there saying, why the fuck would he pardon him? That he shouldn't do that, this and the third, da 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 da. You know what the fuck? Shut y'all bitch asses up. Cause I don't condone nothing that Diddy did, but if Trump running around this bitch free, so the fuck should Diddy. Should nobody be in the fuck jail at all, period, if Trump and everybody else the fuck, and I ain't got nothing against this nigga other than what the fuck they done put in files, and from everything that's in those files, if this nigga's walking free and all those parties are walking free, should nobody be the fuck in jail. But it's always a nigga voting for another nigga to go to jail. Y'all can see so quickly when a nigga should be in jail. Oh, you should lock those savages up. But y'all don't see that this nigga's doing what they did. Y'all ain't hearing nothing about none of them files being epically disgusting. And yet this nigga get to be the president. So to me, pardon Diddy. Pardon all the niggas in jail. Pardon every fucking body. Just let everybody fucking free. Because if he's running around here, this nigga's dangerous. He's more dangerous than the people that are in fucking jail. And y'all got time to be talking about them. Ain't nothing more dangerous than a nigga that's unscrupulous, that has unchecked power. So if that's the case, let everybody the fuck out of jail. Like, open the prisons and let everybody the fuck out. Because a lot of them niggas is in jail before marijuana and this, that, and the third. Ain't none of them niggas, like, and all they did was legalize it. Marijuana, fucking cocaine, mind you, and the niggas that's in jail for cocaine, ain't none of them had a manufacturer, nothing, ain't none of them had a plane. If they're not, the niggas that manufactured this shit, sold this shit, this, that, and the third, if they're not in jail, why the fuck is the other niggas in jail? Like, to me, why the fuck is anybody in jail? Y'all don't care about pedophiles, because if y'all did, then some people would be in jail. So we can't say because, oh, it's because they did child crimes. Y'all don't care about that. Like, let's start to be honest about some shit. Y'all don't give a fuck about that. Y'all don't care about the kids. Y'all don't care about the women. Y'all don't care about shit. Because if y'all did, then it would be more pressing on people on the side of get those people that's over there locked the fuck up. Everybody that was in the files, everybody that was in the list, everybody that's from country to country, state to state, y'all would care about them getting locked up. So I don't want to hear nobody telling me nothing about y'all care about no fucking kids, because y'all don't. That's not important to y'all. I literally made that conclusion when all those files got leaked, and I didn't go put my IP address on nothing because I'm not going to check on nothing. But with all the files that I seen and all the people that was out here talking, all the fucking less melanated and everybody else, all the shit that y'all be out here going to war for, fighting for, this, and the third, I don't want to hear nobody saying shit because y'all bitches don't give a fuck about nothing. So don't be out here trying to tell me, oh, y'all should be mad enough for this, because bitch, you're not mad enough. You do it. You do it. All I can say is, God, get them. God, please get them, because at this point, I'm definitely over whatever this simulation has to offer, because I realize these people don't give a fuck about nothing. Not even the kids. So all y'all can shut y'all asses up. The lesson isn't about avoiding the failure. So right now, many people are standing at the edge of a new opportunity, waiting until they feel completely ready. But confidence often comes after taking the first step, not before. So this is like the very first thing. Like, when you're ready to be able to do something, like, I don't know, I know real life. So I can only talk about real life. I know the things that I see. I know the things that I have done. So I'm not going to, try to talk to y'all about some shit that I ain't dealt with. There's some shit that I ain't see. Some shit that, I ain't been involved in, or been around, or acknowledged, or know how to articulate something, right? And so even if I can see where there needs to be change, even my voice, I be feeling like, even being on the platform, and sometimes I see, the growth and this, that, and the third, because I went from 0 to 1,500, in a matter of time. But the fact of the matter is it don't matter. I can be as real as I need to be. I can be as blatant as I want to be, or have a raw conversation. But at the end of the day, nothing changes without the collective. Nothing changes without the group. Nothing changes without somebody taking the first step and being able to see or be aware of, these people are the same as these people. People are people. If you do something to this person or this person, everybody's going to bleed. Humanity is humanity. And if you have compassion for humanity, then there's no separation. A man is a woman, is a child, is a, everybody's the same. And so you have compassion for the collective, for the group. You don't put people against each other. You don't put people on a pedestal. You put people up here. This person gets to have more because this person is grown into this family, or this person should have less because they was grown into this family. People should be able to survive with basic human needs and necessities, and not have to do the most ungodliest things, dig in a trash can, or have their food or spit on, or be shit on, or be made to feel less than, or anything else. And again, that show is called The Platform. It's on Netflix, so if you want to watch it, that's what it is. But that's the way our society is. So remember to do the thing. Send the application, start the business, post the content, learn the skill, have the conversation, take the first step that you've been putting off. If it works, you'll grow. If it doesn't, you'll still gain experience, wisdom, and clarity. Either way, you move forward. Don't be afraid. Like, I don't know how to do this, or I don't know how to start this, or just take the first step, whatever you think that is. Excuse me. The only outcome that guarantees nothing changes is never trying at all. So you have to do something. Anyway, I choose courage over fear. I am willing to take healthy risks. Every experience teaches me something valuable, period. No matter what we're going through. The hardest moment in my life, I was asking, what was the silver lining? What was I supposed to learn here? Not to harden my heart, not to, feel like I'm never going to do, because people kept saying, even in the midst of, you get heartbroken, or you learn, or something happens, right? And people will say, well, oh, you'll never fall in love again because you got heartbroken for somebody. That's a fucking lie. Why would I do that? Now imagine me getting my heart broken, or imagine, somebody not loving me the way that, I wanted them to love me, or the relationship didn't work out the way I wanted it to, right? And then all of a sudden, my only option is to say, I'm never going to fall in love. I'm never going to give nobody my heart that way, this, and the third. You know who wins? Not you. So in my mind, when somebody told me that, I said, I rebuke you. I rebuke that. Why? Because if that happened and I love this person this way, that means that there's more love for me to be able to give. Now, will somebody else do the same fuck ass shit? I don't know. But the lesson is this. I'm not going to close my heart off to love. I'm a lover of love. In case nobody knows, I'm a Pisces, right? Pisces, Aquarius, cuss baby. I was born February 19th, right? So I'm a lover of love. Imagine me being heartbroken enough to not want to experience love ever again, when love is life. Life is love. I want to love some more. I want to love even more. Maybe I needed to learn some lessons on who to love, or, to watch out for, how a person is loving me back in response to, because I just want to give the love. I just want to do the thing. I like love. There's nothing wrong with that. I had somebody one time try to play in my face and tell me that love is my weakness. No, love is my superpower. The fact that I know how to give it, and I know how to do it so well, and I know that it's not lost on a person, because some people don't even love themselves. So how they ever gonna love you? I showed you how to love, and just because you didn't want to accept it, or just because you couldn't see it, don't mean a damn thing. I'm gonna go off and love somebody else, and somebody else is gonna love me, or not. Either way, I'm gonna still go love somebody else, even after that. I'm gonna love this nigga, I'm gonna love this nigga, I'm gonna love this bitch, I'm gonna love this nigga, however it go. But what I'm not gonna do is be 103,000, whatever years old on this earth, and not want to be in love. Love is amazing. Y'all, like, love from the beginning, when you first be in love, be the fucking best shit ever. Like, you know what I'm saying? It be like cotton candy and rainbows. It be like, it turns you into, like, the person that you wish to be for this person. Like, I want to be able to experience all of those feelings and all of those, expectations that I have when love shows up. Like, why the fuck would I cut myself off from that because of one person? Or because of, 5 people, or because of different situations and scenarios. That person may not know how to love this way. This nigga over here may know how to love. Because some niggas be loving good. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people be knowing how to love until they just don't. But anyway, when a person loves themselves, then you start to point out, like, I shouldn't be with this nigga because he can't even get the fucking water off the fucking top shelf for me. But what about a nigga to come along and he be like, babe, how many waters do we need? Don't even worry about it. You move over here, let me get it. And he put the water in the cart and pushed the cart. And you be like, babe, let me push the cart. He be like, I got this, it's heavy. Because I hated a nigga that don't know how to push the cart. I don't push carts because that's a woman thing. Well, you big dumbass shouldn't be eating. Carts are fucking heavy, stupid. Yup, my next nigga gonna push the cart. Carts be heavy. Like, I can push the cart when it's just a little bit of stuff in it, but if we start filling up the cart and it got water and this, that, on a third, my nigga should be pushing the cart. I don't go to the grocery store because that's woman shit. Nigga, your bitch ass won't be eating. Especially if you got that thought. Because I can go to the grocery store because it's a woman, but if I ever hear a nigga say that ever again in fucking life, bitch, you're done. Because it's not that women should go to the grocery store. It's anybody that fucking want to eat should go to the grocery store. Or if you don't feel like going to the grocery store, because I don't mind going to the grocery store. I don't think that it's a man or a woman thing. It's a motherfucker that need to eat thing, right? And if we taking a trip to the grocery store, that's fine. If you don't want to go, that's fine. But I better not ever come across another nigga talking about, I don't go to the grocery store because that's bitch shit. Only thing you're going to be able to eat around here is my ass, and probably not even that. Because, nigga, you're done. Maybe it's bitch shit. But I be wondering what niggas be doing with they bitch asses when ain't no bitch around. And if it's bitch shit, then you better have enough money to fucking order whatever the fuck we gonna eat. It's little things like that that, you know, kind of rub me the fucking wrong way with niggas. Because, you know, I was in a store with a nigga one time and they said, oh, I don't push carts because, you know, that's bitch shit. Yup. That's the last nigga that I'm gonna have to say that. Especially when it's heavy, because carts be fucking heavy. I went grocery shopping for my ex all the time. I was see what I'm saying? Faster in the store than she was. I had no problem with it at all. You see what I'm saying? But it's niggas around here that want to be eating, you know, fucking 3 meals a day. And, you know, they want to go to the store and they want to have you push the cart. There's many things that, you know, in hindsight be, you know, the thing. And my previous nigga pushed the cart. My nigga before, not the previous nigga, the nigga before the other nigga, so that's what I should have known. But even with that, the other nigga cooked. Like, a nigga don't gotta cook because I know how to cook, but the other nigga cooked. I liked when a nigga cooked, except for I didn't like when he cooked because he was always trying to make my ass fucking fat. I work in a grocery store and I'm under obligation. I mean, I'm just saying. To me, it's almost like a thing. Like, I can push the cart and we got a little bit of shit in it. But if you see this motherfucker start to get heavy and you act like you don't want to push the cart because you a big dumbass nigga, like, bitch, kiss my ass. Like I said, it's a whole lot of things that I can list now that, you know, bitch, get somebody else to fucking do it. Hindsight is 20/20. I will go to the store just to get her hygiene products. No problem, I got you. You see what I'm saying? But mind you, it's a thing, because I'll go to the store when you sick and get you whatever you need. So to me, it's a thing where it's like certain niggas be having high expectations and then they be dumb as fuck. It's male chauvinist. Won't date no more of them. Period, point blank. You can kiss my ass. Call your fucking mom, because bitch, you need a mom. You don't need a wife. You don't need a girlfriend. You need your fucking mom to love you and hug you, because you're dumb. Anyway, hindsight is 20/20. Won't be doing that. The outcome that guarantees nothing changes is never trying at all. Period. If you never try at all, you never do something at all. If you never take the risk, mind you, we done had so many different conversations, even in the midst of. But it still all goes hand in hand. I choose courage over fear. I am willing to take healthy risks. It's like saying, even with a man, you with somebody and all of a sudden they lose their job. I'm not going to run away from nobody. All of a sudden, if they've been holding it down, then I'm going to hold it down. But also, what I ain't going to do is, you know, just be nobody's sugar mama either. And so there's different ways for it to be your responsibility and different ways for it to be their responsibility. You see what I'm saying? It's a thing. Every experience teaches me something valuable. And a man should be a fucking man. And if you ain't got enough money to take care of yourself, you ain't got enough money to take care of no woman, your ass shouldn't be out here. You even, like, deal with yourself. But it be niggas out here that want to be a bad bitch, and so they be thinking that bitches should take care of them, and this, that, and the third. Nigga, do what you need to do for yourself and stay out of people's faces. And stay out of the way. And there's nothing wrong with that. And women, get yourself together. That's the other thing. Bitches be expecting something and wanting something. Meanwhile, what you want for yourself. And not saying that you got to go do a whole bunch of, whatever, but what do you want? At least know what you want. At least know a direction. At least know how to be a helpmate to somebody. Like, know what to do. If he got the bacon in the pan, bitch, know how to fry it up. You know what I'm saying? So be an asset to something. You don't even have to have the same things as anybody else. Be an asset, though. Shit, a nigga don't want to have the bacon and the pan and still come cook the shit, and you just in this bitch talking about you cute. Because, bitch, I think it's funny that these honorary Celestine High, I think that it's funny that these men keep trying to be bad bitches against the bad bitches that been bad bitches. Girl, high five. They whole life, like, these men need to recognize you only started trying to be a bad bitch. I am cracking up. For the last 3 years or so, I've been doing this my whole entire life. Girl, I love that. That is fucking hilarious. I trust myself to handle whatever comes next. I would rather try than spend my whole life wondering what if. So the message for the collective is this: don't let fear or failure become the reason for you never to discover what's possible. Y'all, there's unlimited possibilities. You just have to try. The opportunity you've been waiting for may begin with one decision. The decision to try. To try. Anyway, long story short, this isn't a coincidence. The signs have been building for a reason. So if this message finds you today, take the moment to notice what has been repeating in your life. The same conversations, the same opportunities, the same emotions. Life often presents similar lessons until we're ready to respond differently. And we talked about this yesterday, whether or not we respond in upgrade or we respond in leaving. Either way, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. And we don't need to be insane, okay? We just need to do the thing. So right now, many people are feeling the pull to let go of what no longer fits for the person that they're becoming. That can look like releasing old habits, changing routines, setting healthier boundaries, or finally acting on an ideal that's been sitting in your heart for a long time. You don't have to know every step before you move. Clarity often comes after you begin, not before. Small, consistent actions can create changes that seem impossible when you're standing still. This is also a reminder to pay attention to your energy, which is important because I told you I'm 5'2", 5'3" on a good day. But guess what? My energy is a titan. My energy's huge. And sometimes our energy is doing things that, we may not even, know or fathom. You don't have to know every step before you move. Clarity often comes before you begin. Clarity often comes after you begin, not before. Small, consistent actions can create the change that seemed impossible when you were just standing still. This is also a reminder to pay attention to your energy. Where are you investing your time? Who leaves you feeling inspired, and what situations leave you feeling drained? What your attention is valuable. Place it where it helps you grow. Not everything that slows down is a setback. Sometimes a pause creates space for something more aligned to emerge. Trust your ability to adapt, learn, and keep it moving forward, even if the path looks different than you expected. Mind you, this we had the other day, but I brought it back because of the fact that it was important. Matter of fact, it was more important than, probably some of the other things that we have talked about, but this isn't a coincidence. The signs have been building for a reason. Some people didn't see it. You saw it. Why did you see it over anybody else? because it was meant to help you. So that's the reason why I bought it back. Anyway, I trust the timing of my life. I release what no longer serves my highest good. I welcome new opportunities with confidence. I choose peace over fear. Every step I take moves me closer to the life that I'm creating. So if this message resonated with you, take what feels meaningful, leave what doesn't, and remember, your next chapter is shaped by the choices that you make today. The lessons you can't keep avoiding is changing everything. Pay attention, because I gave it to y'all in 3 different ways, 3 different directions. Mind you, it said the same fucking thing over and over again. I'd rather try and have it fail than fail for not trying. You'll regret the chance that you never took more than the one that didn't work out. Take it how it resonates. Anyway, I love y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm going to find the other quote and I'm going to put that on there too. So if you're on my Facebook, then all 3 of them will be there. So I got to go find the other one. But anyway, like, comment, share, subscribe. Always go with God. If you'd like to donate towards my channel, super chat, super stars, super stickers are definitely welcome. If you wish to donate for my GoFundMe, it is for my house. The link is in the bio. Actually, just so y'all know, because I keep saying the link is in the bio, but what it says is, and the link is in the bio. So when you go down to the description down here underneath the channel, it's right there, right? But it says everything you need to know about me, and it's a LinkedIn link. So that's what y'all are looking for. So in case anybody was trying to figure out where it is, and everything that you need to know about me, thank you for receiving me kindly. Love you, and thank you for being here. And I show up every day, 8:15. Don't forget to like the channel, like the message, please, and thank you. Let them know that I was here. So it says everything that you need to know about me, and then it says my link tree. So that's where the link is, and it has everything that's pertaining to me. Even if you want to book a consultation for spiritual counseling or spiritual guidance and things of that nature, that's also there, and everything else. So if you click that link, you'll see it. So that's where it is. My Cash App is there. Also, go with God. Always go with God, and have the day that you deserve, and so will I. So that's the message. Hopefully it helped, and I love y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Honorary Celestine, glad that you came. Thank you for being here. I ain't seen you in a while, and I love your message. That was great. Clay, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Mike, I love you. Thank you for being here always. Don't forget to go look at the messages. You'll see what we was talking about. Lady G, hi Lady G. I don't know how I missed you. Lady G, welcome. Thank you for being here. I don't know how I didn't see you when you came in. Majestic Grace, I love you. Thank you for being here always. Let's see who else is in here. Over here, Gary Morris, thank you for being here. Anderson Brendish, thank you for being here. Over here we got they was on Facebook, just so y'all know. Over here on Twitch we got, let's see. I appreciate everybody for showing up. Fickle Bedtime, I don't know who that is, but thank you for being here. They showed up. They also follow me on my Twitch. Aussie O Lover, thank you for being here. They follow me on my Twitch. Spotty Beard, thank you for being here. They follow me on my Twitch too. And Jim Rowe, thank you for being here. They follow me on my Twitch, so thank y'all for being here. Back to my YouTube, y'all. I appreciate y'all for making sure that my platforms are doing what they're doing, and they're definitely growing in ways, so I appreciate y'all for that. Your Dream Girl 8888, thank you for being here always. Who was that? Lacia, hi, welcome. Thank you for being here. I didn't even see you. Uncle Jukebox, always thank you for being here. Poet Lisha, thank you for being here, for helping me this morning, because something happened, y'all, and the channel shut down over there too. The internet glitch. So before y'all came in here, something weird was happening with the channel, and then all of a sudden everybody disappeared. Gaze, love you, thank you for being here. So I appreciate y'all, and I will see y'all later. And it's sunny today, so maybe I might go outside and do some trailer stuff. But y'all, it's hot everywhere, so y'all stay hydrated, and be good people. That's all it takes. I love y'all. Thank y'all for being here.